Hey, peasants! It's the Superlink Super Show! I'm here...
And I'm here too!
It sure is not.
Oh, you got us there. The chat's in a weird spot. All right. Hello, Micah. Hello, Pencil Riot. Hello, Faye. Hello, Ox. I am joined here...
Weird spot on the silver spoon.
I am joined here with Mega Man, who I just went to Japan with.
How do I switch to this?
Yeah, Mega Man's so good with technology because he is technology.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I did it.
All right. And I am here with Castiglione, Ganon's right-hand moblin, currently on my right hand.
Look, in scripted material, I work closely with Ganon, but when we're playing games, you know, it's like Mario Kart rules, or Mario Tennis rules, or Mario Party rules, you know, and any sort of gaming side quest. I can just sit back and play with you.
Yeah, you're not on the clock. If you were just sitting back and playing video games with me on a work day, but this is Sunday, baby. Ganon gives you weekends off.
I always like to see you as the Sam Sheepdog to my Ralph.
Yeah. I'm so glad you made such a topical reference. How are the volume levels, everyone, by the way? I can adjust anything if anything's too loud or too quiet as we go. Just let me know if it changes. Mega Man's praying, but...
yeah. You know, it's Sunday.
He's very good at praying, which is an inside joke. From,
well, it's soon to be outside. Sorry we started a little later than we said. So that text is not in English, but if it were, it would say, did I not program the start button? It would say Mickey's Grand Adventure in Tokyo Disneyland, which I thought we could kind of play in the background here as a jumping off point to tell about my what the heck? Why is... I programmed the controller controls. What were you saying?
I was just talking about how, I don't know if anyone here is familiar with a YouTuber by the name of Doggins, but,
yeah. That's his voice actor!
Nobody knows that.
Whoa.
I'm such a gifted vocal chameleon that nobody recognizes me.
They really didn't recognize you as... But anyway, yeah, you just put out some videos some highlights from a 3.5 hour long Haunted Mansion video.
A video from last year, a video that a certain someone spent all his time working on while he was recovering from a car accident. And, I managed to find an emulator of this game that was translated into English. I think it was an unofficial hack.
I didn't know that existed. Well, too late for that.
I don't remember where I found it, but also speaking the language has no effect on the gameplay.
Why can't I press start? I programmed the start button. I haven't played any SNES games on stream yet, so I downloaded the emulator just for this.
Look, I told you this game is punishingly challenging, and it apparently begins with the start button.
Should I switch to... Okay, let's do keyboard controls for now and see if that makes it better. And then I can always do joy to key if that gets frustrating.
So anyway, part of the reason I'm here is that, theme parks are a much bigger part of my personality than they are of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, you managed to go to the holy grail of Disney parks before I did.
That's true.
Also, And also, it was your first Disney resort you've ever been to, so it preemptively ruined all the others for
Well,
you.
we made sure. So
Yeah.
you had told us that.
Well, no,
before.
we went to Disneyland first.
Yes, you told us that before we went, so we made sure to go to Tokyo Disneyland first, and then go to Tokyo Disney Sea after, so our experience at Disneyland wouldn't be ruined, which is why we're playing the game that takes place at Tokyo Disneyland first. So we'll use this as this is the actual map. That's really cool that that's still accurate all these years later. I mean, there's more stuff, but hey, Tyler.
The game. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? The game that came out 7 years before Tokyo Disney Sea was even built. And so yeah, the first level here is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, lovely. So yeah,
I know it's right up your alley.
we did know there's a game
And
called based on Disney Sea. We will be playing it later.
And also, I don't know if if you're listening to this background music, but it's a sound-alike for Yo-Ho, A Pirate's Life for me, because I guess they didn't want to pay themselves the songwriting royalties
Yeah,
for
wait.
that.
Hold on. I'm going to turn that up a little. That's so weird.
Even though they use the actual tune from Mickey Mouse Club March, and I don't know, I don't know what went
They
into that
spent the
decision.
whole budget on Mickey Mouse.
Is Dave pitched up? That's Castiglione, who is voiced by Dave.
My name is Castiglione, and
But were Dave to do that voice, he would probably just need to speak at a slightly higher register. For those who are here for the first time, this is a tie-in for my abridged series, Well, Abridge Me, Princess, that Dave and I star in. So we're gonna be loosely in character. It's like we'll describe things that we've done, but say Link did them. And that's why it was Mega Man who went to Japan with me.
A little peek behind the curtain. When you were first casting Dave as me...
Oh, I can't jump on him.
No, it's not like a normal platformer like
Whoa!
that.
Was that a Berenstain Bear?
It looked very much like one, didn't he? And a little bit like that one Puma from Looney Tunes, because I'm just referencing all the obscure Looney Tunes characters.
Yeah, Pete Puma.
Yeah.
So
yeah, little peek behind the curtain. When you were first casting Dave as me, the request you made of him was, can you do an imitation of Dan Castellaneta's imitation of Joe Pesci?
Yes. Which is funny because your counterpart is Kyle Carosa as Castellaneta doing his
Homer
Simpson.
Accurate
Oh, it's so good. I didn't want you to sound exactly like, because it would be distracting if they were both. Is there no run button?
There's also
Thanks, Mega Man. Is there no run button in this?
I don't remember if there is.
Oh wait, no. Yeah.
I think instead of
Bigfoot.
Yeah, there's a
or Donkey Kong. It's Donkey Kong. Oh, I can only hit him when he's.
You can only hit him when he's walking. It's super obnoxious.
So I did get to ride Pirates of the Caribbean, which was super exciting. I bought out the whole gift shop, which because everything is cheaper in Japan, and also because their economy's broken right now, was under $200. Wait, that's water. I need to look up and then hold this button, right? Okay, got it.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I think
I see
instead
what
of
you're
running, you do that. You kind of zoom
I keep
that
getting
way.
hit.
Yeah, this game is punishing.
So, yeah, it was super cool being on it for the first time. There's so many references I get, like when you're in the opening, like Bayou sort of part. There's just some like gentle banjo playing that sometimes plays the melody of the which is how.
That's how your favorite Monkey Island game starts.
Yeah, Curse of Monkey Island starts with that, and it took me a couple goes to get that reference. Actually, I was in the Blue Bayou restaurant when I got that reference, which in Tokyo Disneyland is inside of the little bayou part at the beginning of the ride. So there's actually a restaurant in the, like, across from the old man in the rocking chair.
Yes, that's also basically where it is in Disneyland, California, and it just doesn't exist in Disney World, Florida. So Pirates in general is done much better everywhere that's not Florida.
As are all things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, as Tyler points out in the chat, the Mexico Pavilion is kind of the closest they got to that in Florida, because that also has a boat ride that goes by a restaurant.
So another reference I got was, well, I mean, I knew this one kind of, but yeah, the opening bayou was also the scene in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, where they go to see Tiadama. And for those who were curious, it was wife auction still intact, no Captain Red to be seen, but really out of place art style wise, Johnny Depp's as well. So it's like a 2000s version of the ride. Hey, Kezla!
It's Jack Sparrows who look like he's like he might as well look like Eddie Valiant among all the Mark Davis designed pirates in there.
Yeah, they have like these like giant chins and noses and kind of resemble like not necessarily the pirates from Peter Pan, but the design philosophy behind them.
Right, exactly.
I'm getting it.
You're getting the hang of it.
Okay.
They kind of look like the closest human to humans they look like is the villains in Warren Beatty's Dick Tracy movie.
So that does let us out in New Orleans Square type area, but none of the employees seem to know it by that name. And when I asked for New Orleans Square, we're talking about specific restaurants with New Orleans in the name. Castellaneta. Oh no, Castiglione.
Yeah, I'm Castiglione. Castellaneta is my friend.
Tig Lion E.
Remember, just think.
How y'all seeing the chat?
You can go to the website.
That's true. I could go to the website.
To remember my name, you start with Cast Tig, so you just have to think how Zack Snyder handles a problematic actor by replacing them by casting Tig.
Yeah. When did that happen?
Army of the Dead, I think, where it was
Tig
the
Notary?
fucking creep. One of the fucking creeps got replaced with Tig Notaro.
Oh yeah, I love Tig Notaro.
And then Lion E. So Castiglione, it rolls right off the tongue.
Oh.
And
now that I'm kind of settled on what the controls are, and they weren't just working setting up the emulator with the controller, I'm setting up something called Joy to Key, which when I press things on the keyboard, it presses them on the when I press things on the controller, it presses them on the keyboard. So let me do, wait, hang on.
Castella is a type of cake.
Thank you, Mega Man. Okay, Z
it's very
is
popular
jump,
in Japan.
A
It's
is...
part of the lore of our trip.
Yeah, because we've, if your question is like, why did Mega Man visit Japan? Isn't Mega Man from Japan? No. Astro Boy's from Japan. Mega Man's clearly from New Jersey because his dad is Dr. Light, who was based on Thomas Light, who was based on Thomas Edison, whose laboratory was in West Orange, New Jersey, and Dr. Light's ex-husband was Dr. Wiley, Albert Wiley, based on Albert Einstein, who was a professor at Princeton University, Princeton, New Jersey. Okay, so let me think. Yes. Okay. What? So yeah, I mean, I loved Pirates of the Caribbean. That was kind of a has honestly been like a goal for me, because so much of my personality was shaped by Monkey Island, and like one of my favorite projects I've done was the Pirates of the Caribbean Real-Time Fandubs. Like, I literally wear, for those who don't know me that well, wear pirate blouses all the time.
I was like I can't even begin to describe how happy I was for you that you finally got to ride Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Yeah, pirates are a huge part of who I am. It was like, we kind of went straight there the second we got in. Also, it was Donald Duck's 100th birthday, and he's a much bigger... 90th birthday, and he's a much bigger deal in Japan than he is here in the US. So there was just an all-out bash, a regular bash. We also ran into a duck at the food court area in Toontown, and kept, every time he walked over, said, it's Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this.
I mean, you gotta make that joke at least 50 times when you're at Disneyland.
Okay.
I don't know if
That's
you've
gonna
ever
make
seen
the game a lot easier. Oh.
As you immediately get hit.
No, but I got it now.
I don't know if you've ever seen the Disneyland Paris commercial with the little duckling who finds the Donald Duck comic book.
No.
It's very cute.
My favorite has to be the one where they go, I know he's only, where the older brother who was alive during the Disney trip is telling the younger brother to in anticipation of his first Disney trip, I know he's only this big on TV, but in real life, Goofy could beat up Dad. We didn't see Goofy, and also our dads weren't there. I don't know I don't know that I have a dad. Okay, I'm still struggling a little. I see why you're having trouble with this game. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, I mean, Blues told me that, and I think he's pretty trustworthy.
You did when you had the. Do they drop a honeycomb when they die? The bears there?
I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh,
I
booty.
like the art style. That doesn't mean I understand all of it.
Yeah, I think it was Toy Story. I wish Goofy would beat up my dad. He sucks. Oh, ow. This game's hard.
Yeah.
Password.
Mickey Mouse said.
This
Mickey Mouse said, like, squeak like a mouse.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's the joke that, oh, you could just avoid the enemies by floating over them. That, I figured out this game now. Oh, the bats make that.
Except for those enemies.
Yeah, that's why there's bats there, huh?
For fun.
Oh, how do I zoom to the side? Do I just hold to the side while it's...
I can't remember. Because I think I figured it out accidentally, and then I retained very little about actually playing this game.
Sorry I haven't been answering the chat much. I'm very focused on how to... It's not a great game for just casually chatting about my trip. But it is good that it started with Pirates of the Caribbean, because that was our experience. I really wanted to...
Exactly, and then how you started.
We also did it at the end of the day there. But yes, for Donald Duck's 90th birthday, there was a big statue of him right when you enter.
Yeah.
Also,
I was lucky.
Their app doesn't work. We were told that we went in and we're like, we'd like to buy a ticket, and they're like, you need to buy it with an app, and we're like, yeah, your app doesn't work.
I figured out how to buy it through another website.
Yeah, we have to use a third party. Yeah. We can't use the app directly.
There we go. I'm glad that third party wasn't a scam or something.
No, it was like tours.com or whatever.
You're yawning a lot. You gonna be alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
I cannot figure out how to... How do I zoom to the side? I was doing it accidentally.
I think you like hold right and like you let go.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree that there
Okay,
should
got
be
it.
statues of Donald Duck in every major city.
There's also like, I don't know if you're familiar about the complicated ownership of the Tokyo Disney
Please
Resort.
tell that story, because it's so fun for those who don't know about it. I know about it, but I am very focused on this game, and that would be the perfect thing to stall until I've got my bearings.
So, technically, like the broad version is technically Tokyo Disneyland is licensed from Disney by the Oriental Land Company.
Yeah.
A name that I, as a white person, feel uncomfortable saying.
No, land is Oriental, just people aren't. It's they're in the Orient. That's land.
And so
You can just call them the OLC.
Does it OLC?
Oop.
It's dynamite. So the OLC basically commissioned a Disneyland
During
for
the
Tokyo.
Yeah, during the 70s and 80s when or 80s when Disney was super broke, and Tony told me like, because it's like so against Disney's brand to let someone else just say we'll build our own Disneyland, they, instead of saying no because they couldn't afford no, they okay, and then it closes. Got it. Okay.
I think you can put down a water balloon on the button.
Oh. Gotcha.
That's by just letting
Nope.
holding down.
Nice. But yeah, so Tony had told me that, okay, this isn't the ride.
Yeah, there you go. That's recognizable iconography.
Uh-oh.
A lot of
I
Donkey
don't remember
Kongs.
the part where the treasure chest came to life and beat the shit out of us, though.
Oh, that's because
Well, you just
you were
weren't riding it
unconscious.
Oh yeah, that was the day I stayed home.
Oh yeah, I did, Mega Man accidentally, when we were trying to go to Disney Sea, accidentally booked another ticket to Disneyland. And it was raining that day anyway, and Mega Man's a robot.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
I didn't have Splash Woman, or Dive Man, or Toad Man, or, I'm blanking on the other ones. There's definitely
That was more
other
than
ones,
I would have
but
been
you
able to list. But yeah, so anyway, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought because I'm focused on this game. Yeah, Tony had told me that
Punishingly
Disney...
difficult children's game.
Yeah, Tony had told me that Disney kept sending increasingly ridiculous demands to try to get them to call off the deal and be like, well, it wasn't our fault, they couldn't work with us. And they just kept saying yes to all of them without hesitation. It seems like the deal is just like in perpetuity, like forever. We get to have our own Disneyland.
Like
Oh, God.
Yeah, and it's like Disney will still build it for you. They just, like you'll still get that Imagineering design, and it's basically, based on my understanding, it's basically that Tokyo Disneyland Park just takes like the best version of each attraction that already exists, whether it's the California or the Florida version, and duplicates it. And apparently, when they wanted to build a second gate, originally the OLC was just like, "Hey, can you just it's not so much that we need new things; it's just that we need more room for all the people who want to come. So can you just build a second Disneyland next to Disneyland?"
Thank you so much for the follow, Tyler. Here is your smooch. Mwah.
Well, we didn't go on Space Mountain anyway,
No,
so it's fine.
I went on Splash Mountain, which still exists.
Yeah. Yeah, Splash Mountain still exists, unfortunately.
It's
Splash Mountain. It was a lovely ride.
Jacob,
I mean, like, I understand why it shouldn't exist, but like, I also get why people are so attached to it, you know?
Now, Jacob, when you talk about the best part of Space Mountain, are you meaning the soundtrack? Because if so, that's probably just because it was built before that soundtrack was implemented, and they just never went back and changed it.
I think the best part is when you get all the way to the end of the line and then pretend you're hearing an announcement saying the ride is closed, and you storm off, and everyone looks at you like, what is that person doing?
Okay, but is the wife auction in this game?
Is the wife auction in this game? Can I buy Minnie Mouse?
I'm pretty sure no.
In real life, or in this game, or not at all anywhere?
Well, I mean, you can certainly buy toys of Minnie Mouse.
There were so many gift shops. I get it now. The ride empties into the gift shop.
I understand.
I
what Mr.
understand.
Krabs was talking about.
Can you cuck Mickey Mouse? Oh.
I mean, probably.
Wait,
fire.
okay, so this is the Burning City part of the ride. There weren't like little dancing fire people.
No, there's nobody on fire here.
I get so many references now, though. Are you guys proud of me?
I get it.
I'm very proud of you.
I know she's not in the Tokyo version of the ride, but you're sort of friends. Yeah, that's Grey Griffin. But in that ride and in Haunted Mansion, we got to hear Thurl, but we did not get to hear Thurl in the Country Bears because it's in Japanese.
Alas.
Oh.
But we understand what a Country Bear Jamboree is now.
It's like a freaking Country Bear Jamboree in here. It's so weird that it's almost a Pirate's Life for me, but not.
It's like, do you remember in like 2003 or something, there was an Animaniacs GameCube game, like long after Animaniacs was off the air, and long before it was revived. And for whatever reason, they used sound-alikes for the Animaniacs theme music.
Weird.
Like, for whatever licensing reason. Which is especially weird because when I think of sound-alikes for famous tunes, my go-to example of that is anytime Animaniacs does a parody song.
Yeah. I'm not gonna live through this, am I?
No, everything's on fire.
But Mickey's still smiling. He's in his he's in his laughing place. Huh?
Live, laugh, love.
Nope. That was a Splash Mountain reference.
Oh, okay.
Mega Man thought I died. The line for Splash Mountain was so long. Mega Man didn't want to go on any big drops or get wet.
I thought I would get sick.
I've never heard of. Oh, I was on it and then I jumped off. I had never heard of Country Bear Jamboree, so when the Country Bears came out, I didn't know it was an adaptation of anything, and I thought it was an original family film about. I mean, that's the context with which I watched most of the. No, I think I understood that it was a ride because I watched those. I was like a teenager or something and used the internet a lot.
I haven't seen the Country Bears.
We watched Tony's review.
Yes.
Oh no! Country Bear Hall has been crushed. And then also because like the debates were gearing up and we were mad at Joe Biden and there's the joke of Christopher Walken's character being Joe Biden. We kept complaining about Joe Biden shutting down the Country Bears. We'd be like, he supports the genocide in Palestine. He shut down the Country Bears. Oh, okay. When that happens...
Oh, I see how you're supposed to get to those chests now. You're supposed to let that fire burn.
Oh, I'm supposed to let the fire burn. Okay. Please
Yeah,
don't tell me.
like-
Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Oh, thank God.
Triangle. There we go.
I was worried I would be back in the other part of the ride. My favorite part about Splash Mountain, can you guys take on duty of like reading chat messages to me since this game?
Yeah, I'm reading the chat.
To me,
Sure.
I said.
Oh.
Christopher Walken definitely knows more about Natalie Wood's death than he is saying. That is true.
That is definitely true. So does Robert Wagner. Or so did Robert Wagner. Was Robert Wagner dead? I can't remember.
Well, I keep landing on this and then jumping off.
Knows more about the country bear's death than he's saying.
He killed the country bears. We specifically
Yeah, in
saw
California.
We specifically saw the Vacation Bears.
Yes, the country
overlay.
bears Vacation Hoedown.
Yeah, which has different songs in Japan than it does nowhere. There's currently no. Oh, I was supposed to let that burn, right? Oh well, I'm gonna die anyway. There's currently no country bears because the Florida one is under construction.
Okay, Robert Wagner is still alive. I couldn't remember. Anyway, he also needs to be questioned.
Yeah, Disneyland. What happened to this actress's death?
Yeah,
The
they still
happiest
had
place on earth.
They still had the pirate auction.
Yeah, the uncensored trafficking thing was still in the Pirates of the Caribbean, but so were the completely. I was happy that even though Davy Jones and Barbosa didn't really fit in, I was happy to see them. I love those guys.
Sure.
It is kind of, it does kind of undercut the Dead Men Tell No Tales that Davy Jones keeps going, Dead Men Do Tell, like he's arguing with the other voiceover. Dead Men Do. I love the part also he says, Dead Men Do Tell Tales, says I, Davy Jones. And I went, oh, he's Davy Jones. Like, why does he? The only reason he says his name at that part is if, like, you hadn't seen the movie and you're like, how's this guy doing here?
Yeah, that was for the handful of people who, you know, were hardcore Disney Park fans who didn't even know there was a movie adaptation and were just like, why did they change my ride?
Or they didn't see the second one. It didn't look interesting to them, but they somehow heard nothing about it.
Yeah, they didn't somehow see that there was a Squid Man.
Who I think is just a real Squid Man, because the other explanation is that that's CG.
They want to know our thoughts on the Tower of Terror.
Well,
We'll get to Disney Sea, I imagine, pretty shortly.
Okay, when we get to Disney Sea, they would like to know.
yeah, I am enjoying this game. I was like, if any of these become boring or too tedious, I'll just switch to another game. But
do you want to make an attempt to get all the way through level 1 before you give up?
no, I don't want to give up. That's what I'm trying to say is I'm really actually enjoying this a lot. I'm not gonna bother getting that treasure chest. Go!
You made it.
Abel is asking, do they have the same audio as the American rides where the original lines are clearly recorded in the 60s, but once in a while you get a crisp, clear reading of someone saying something
No,
about
because they
Jack
have
Sparrow?
Japanese audio.
No, not on the
Okay,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
I think
okay.
sometimes I think the narrator sometimes speaks in Japanese, but other than that, like all the
Yeah.
animatronics are speaking in English on that one. I didn't notice any lines that got replaced. What would I be looking for?
It's basically, if they mention Jack Sparrow, that's a more recently
Oh,
recorded line.
yes.
Yeah, they have the Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow's there.
Yeah, so-
Barbosa mentions. Oh no, yes, there is a guy who's
Right.
like, I'll get that guy. The guy who's dunking the guy in the well is like, I'll get Jack Sparrow,
Yeah,
and Jack
yeah,
Sparrow
yeah.
is like 3 feet away, and it's like, dude, look behind that pole, idiot.
So yeah, it's probably the same basic deal as here, where if you know what to listen for, you notice that like the wench auction scene for instance, back when we still had it, was clearly, you know, Paul Frees recording in the 60s. And now the Wench auction scene is clearly also more recent in the States because it's Grey Griffin enunciating more clearly than any of the character actors recorded in the 60s ever did.
It is very hard. I'm like, for me, it's the hard type of game.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to get to the Haunted Mansion part of the game.
Well, the Haunted Mansion level is much, much later is the problem, so,
Did you use a code to get there?
Yeah, I looked up a playthrough and typed in the code for the Haunted Mansion level as detailed as the best. If you go to youtube.com/Doggans, Doggans, and look at the 2 most recent videos, they are short clips from the 3.5-hour Haunted Mansion video, where I'm specifically talking about Haunted Mansion levels in Tokyo-based video games, because I knew we were doing this stream and I wanted to synergize.
So here's what I'm gonna do. If I die here, I'm gonna get a game over, right? Does it stop at 1 or 0?
I think it stops at 0.
So, okay, I'm gonna do 2 more tries of this, because I am, like, really enjoying this game. And I might do another stream another time where I actually try to sincerely play this. But, how about... If I get how about on my next game over, give me the code to get to the next level so we could take a look at that and talk about its contents.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
What's the next level?
I think level 2... It's either Thunder Mountain or Splash Mountain, I think.
We did not...
Well, I hope Splash Mountain, because neither of us went on Thunder Mountain.
We did not go on Big Thunder Mountain, no.
It was closed for repairs.
Also, I don't really do roller coasters. I have severe motion sickness is probably going to answer a lot of the questions any of you have about which rides I rode. Like severe. Like I used to be on chemotherapy medication to take a bus to school. No, I did go on the tower, and then
we did go on the tower.
Not only could I not move for 2 hours afterwards, but since then I have gotten dizzy on escalators, which has never happened before. So it did like long-term damage to my vestibular system.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah, Tower of Terror even made me sick, and like
I really wanted to do 20,000 Leagues. I was really interested in. I really liked the aesthetic of when we went on Journey to the Center of the Earth. And like, it was a mistake because I should have just focused the rest of the day on recovering from Tower of Terror because the 1-2 punch. It wasn't like too bad, but it was just like I was already kind of suffering, and then I went on that, and then yeah, we had to sit still. I had to sit still for 2 hours and stare at a non-moving object, and yeah, I have had trouble with escalators, and one other thing I've noticed where I was like, oh, this makes me dizzy now. Yeah. So anyway, if any of you want me to go to a park, those are my limitations that I'm gonna stick to a little harder when I visit you, Castiglione.
That's utterly fair.
I wanted to be able to tell you guys, like, yes, I did this. It was so cool. Yes, I did this. You know what though? Someone told me, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but you should do the Tower of Terror queue and then leave before the ride, and I'm like, well, that does sound weird. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, the ride was like one short animation of Harrison Hightower III and being fucked with by his stolen goods, and then we got tossed up and down. Like, yeah, there was like one cool thing before just shaking you is the premise outside of the queue, and the queue was an entire museum.
It's also, Abel, you point out, is not even Twilight Zone themed in Japan, and yet it's a better Twilight Zone story than the Twilight Zone themed Tower of Terror.
That's true, because it is a man who was obsessed with owning artifacts that don't belong to him from other cultures, and then one killed and tortured him. That does have a kind of spooky message there.
It's a much better Twilight Zone story than, ooh, this elevator's fucked up.
What if there was an elevator that was fucked up?
What if there was an elevator that ruined your vestibular system?
Let's say short term for now. I am hoping that, like, next month or whatever, I'll be able to get on escalators again just fine.
Fingers
Can
crossed.
Mickey Mouse swim?
Evidently. How
Mickey
did
Mouse
you do on
can
the
swim.
flight home?
The what?
On the flight
The flight home.
I generally have always been slightly better with airplanes than any other vehicle. Like, if I could have taken an airplane instead of a bus to school, I would have taken that option. Screw the environment. I gotta
Honestly,
get there.
I was the same way when I was small. I got busted.
Maybe
all
Taylor
the time.
Swift just has a vestibular system as bad as yours.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry that this game is distracting me from the purpose of the stream because it's so hard and I have to focus. But it also, like, I love it, honestly, so far. So, like, I'm gonna keep playing it.
I'm glad you do, because I sure didn't.
Yeah, I've played a few more hard video games. That's awesome. You need to take. Oh my God, with Adam. With Animat as Hightower. That's awesome.
Animat as Hightower, who is of course modeled after Imagineer Joe Rody.
Yeah. Okay.
Joe Rody, best known as the man who wears keys on his ear.
I don't know what that means yet. I'm not in on. I don't know Imagineer lore yet. Sorry.
If you've ever seen, I'm trying to think of. Like, there's footage of him in some of Tony's State of the Park vlogs.
Okay, I haven't seen any of those. I did not really. I think the only Tony thing I had seen before researching for bringing him as a guest on Mystery Shack Look Back was the Beauty and the Beast review with Kyle Calgren.
Oh, sure.
And the Sorcerer's Apprentice review with the Nostalgia Critic.
Sure.
But yeah, it's funny because I guess most people who, you know, get into this circle of threads through the podcast, like, started watching Tony's videos. So I'm constantly being, like, told things like, you know, like from Tony will tell me, like, you remember in my video of this? And I'm like, no. Do you remember in mine? Have you watched all of my videos? Yeah, Doug Walker jump scare.
Remember in my videos?
Yeah, remember Ray's, Mega Man's videos?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Is this,
Hey, there's a pirate chick.
Hey, check this out, Castiglione. Is this the Wicked Wench? Huh?
It is indeed.
Boss fight.
Hey, throwing barrels at you like Donkey Kong.
That's King K. Rool, you ignorant slut.
Captain K. Rool.
Shit.
I don't think, does Captain K. Rool throw barrels at you?
I think he does at one fate. No, he shoots his blunder.
Now, why does Pete not have a peg leg here? This is the perfect opportunity to bring back.
Exactly where it would make sense for him to have a peg leg. Also, what if you were fighting peg leg Pedro instead?
Hey, how about his health bar is like?
We don't know. Both of them.
Oh my God! Yeah, wait. Am I not supposed to be hitting him with, or does he just? Do I have to zoom into him? The water balloon barely did anything to his health bar.
Yeah, Tokyo Disney does have the Stitch.
It might be one of those weird boss fights where you have to let him get it out of his system, and then once he's done rolling, then you can do something. I'm not sure.
Do you think you could look it up real quick?
I can try. Hold on. Looking at a long play. It looks like the person in the long play is just constantly hitting him with water balloons, but it's not affecting his health much.
Well, we could
It
just.
looks like,
Yeah, what's
it
up?
looks like the health meter is strictly decorative.
That's not a health meter then.
No, it's just.
That's a green bar.
Oh, you are. Yeah.
Don't say anything about my green bar. I worked hard to get that green bar, yeah?
Good question, Tyler. Why doesn't Pete have a nose?
No
I think
nose.
it's just kind of blending into the background.
No nose. How does he smell? Just awful.
Well, he has no nose because that's the body part he lost as a pirate.
Peg nose Pete.
Yeah.
There's a peg nose character named Peg Nose in Escape from Monkey Island, the worst one.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep jumping away and then.
Like much of Escape from Monkey Island, the peg nose idea is very close to being funny.
Yeah, it's horrifying to look at, which I guess is the goal of a scary disabled person. But okay.
I should eventually just
do the
D-list on things I like in Escape from Monkey Island, because it's a short list, but not a non-existent list.
Yeah, I think a lot of its issues in writing are in a lane. So if you just got Alexandra Boyd on for like a remaster and fixed the tank controls with the like completely, basically, you could reuse basically most of the dialogue, just redo Elaine's, maybe cut out monkey combat, sorry. Apparently, John Mariano, who we've been talking about trying to get to guest on the next Way Up, is the voice of JoJo Jr. in Escape from Monkey Island, who,
Really?
yes,
I did not know that.
who teaches you how to play Monkey Combat. He's the voice of the Monkey Combat tutorial, so I think he needs to appear on my channel as reparations.
After everything he's put you through.
Yeah. How about this? If I get game over here, because I don't know that I'm gonna master this Pete thing on stream. Let's get me a code for.
Sounds good. I will get you a code
If the next level is
master.
Thunder Mountain, let's skip that one because, like we said, we didn't ride it.
You look at the. Okay, yeah. Next level is Thunder Mountain. Level after that is Splash Mountain.
Give us the code for the level after that.
So we'll give you the Splash Mountain code.
Splash Mountain, zippity-doo-dah, Splash Mountain.
They're gonna play that song the whole time.
Thunder
the
Mountain
video
is
game.
also weird to translate into a side-scroller platform because, like, it's a roller coaster that's a mine train, and there's some things to look at, but it's not like there's really elaborate set pieces you can use as backgrounds for a side-scroller. So it's kind of just like a level that's just like in a desert western town.
Okay. I'm doing pretty well on this one, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Wait, oh!
Hey! All you had to do was doubt yourself.
Am I better at this game than you, Castiglione?
There's your
You're not
password.
worse than me.
Escape from Vault Monkey. I don't remember what just Tress McNeil?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow. I can't believe this Disney game doesn't have Furigana in it. What the hell?
is that is Funagana? Was Funagana Mickey or Donald?
No, Furigana is the text that they put above kanji so little kids can read
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh, that's kanji.
Yeah, there's kanji in there.
I don't think this is a kids game. You talked about the difficulty of this game not making sense as a kid's game. Kids can't read kanji.
This game isn't for little. Game isn't for like little babies. Maybe you gotta be a little older.
Well, I guess this is gonna be my first Big Thunder Mountain experience then. I don't think I'll be able to ride it. I did not know that Journey to the Center of the Earth was a roller coaster before we got on, so that is the first roller coaster I have been on since 1997. I went on a roller coaster when I was 4, and I hated it so much that I haven't been on one since.
Yes, but what did you think about Journey to the Center of the Earth?
It was awesome. I mean, the line was an hour and a half long. Let's get that out of the way, but
Sure.
I adored it. That's why I wanted to go to 20,000 Leagues so bad.
Wow.
The steampunk stuff in the queue is really cool. Obviously, we were moving so slowly that we got to get a real good look at it.
All right, we have all of our pedantic friends in the chat pointing out that technically it's not a roller coaster, it's a fast slot car dock ride, but the physical experience, if you're someone who struggles with roller coasters, it's
So
faster than most roller coasters.
This is my first. I've been to like water parks. I've been to, where did we go? We went to Dorney Park. I've been on Land of Make Believe in Hope Township, New Jersey.
Yeah, Land of Make Believe.
I've gone to like county fairs and stuff. This is I think like my first proper theme park. I guess Dorney Park is one also.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they have the Knott's Berry. No, they have the
whatever.
They have Snoopy wandering around. Like the peacock at Turtleback Zoo.
Yeah. lot of local New Jersey references in this stream.
And also the opinions expressed in this stream do not reflect the opinions of Cedar Bear. There, now I'm covered.
Yeah, but anyway. So what I was saying was, I don't know the theme park lingo. My best guess as to what a dark ride is.
Have you been to Wildwood? They're asking.
No. We went to Wildwood, the town, for the first time together. Oh wait, we went to we went to a water park on the boardwalk.
We went to the water park.
Yeah.
We went to Maury Piers.
I am more of a water park person, which is why my favorites part of the reason my favorites were Pirates of the Caribbean, Splash Mountain, and I really liked Tom Sawyer Island, but Mega Man was malfunctioning.
Yeah, I was overheating.
Well, I guess when you actually make it out to California, that'll be my excuse to finally go to Soap City.
And drink in a hot tub.
But yeah, so what I was saying is, I keep hearing the phrase dark ride, and I don't know what it means. There's a joke on Escape from Walt Disney, what was the one? Fox and the Hound, where I say you can make a theme park based on Robin Hood. I've been to one. I worked at one. It's called the New York Renaissance Fair. And Tony asks, but did they make it into a dark ride? And I responded, I don't know what that means. And so my best guess, based on all of the things you guys have called dark rides, is that a dark ride is a ride that's in the dark.
Yeah, it's a ride that's in the dark.
It's like an indoor ride with illuminated show scenes that, where they use the lighting to try and highlight story elements. So,
okay. So it's because it's in. Okay, so it's not just that it's in the dark. It's because it's inside. The lighting can be used to tell your eye where to go. Is what dark ride means. Got it. Okay, because all this time I thought I was like, it's just a ride in the dark. Stop saying it like it's a word, you freaking weirdos. All right, I'm done with this level. I might be done with the game. What are the rest of the levels?
So next is Splash Mountain.
I'll try Splash Mountain.
Okay, you want me to give you the code for Splash Mountain?
Yeah.
The code for Splash
Mountain. Is there a small world level? Is there a small world level? I need to know.
I'm checking. It's Splash Mountain,
we
then Haunted
small
Mansion.
World because we know it's terrible.
Splash, Haunted Mansion, then what?
Then it looks like Space Mountain.
We didn't go on that. A lot of mountains. Went big on the mountain in this one. Hey, Dragonborn.
And then I can't tell what this last level is supposed to be.
Is it
hold on, I'll
Small
look at that
World?
later. But, okay.
We did see the electric light parade.
Oh, nice.
We did.
The code for Splash Mountain is green square.
Mm-hmm.
Then purple diamond.
I love that sound effect. It sounds like one of those sound effect badges you'd get in Paper Mario.
And then repeat green square, purple diamond again.
Alex says, I'm gonna create a dark ride called Trundlin in the Dark, but it's actually in the dark. There's no light at all. No, I like the idea. I like it being a dark ride that has animatronics that you cannot see, and you're like, I wonder what's making that sound. I wonder who's supposed to be saying that.
Another purple diamond at the end.
Okay.
There we go.
Splash Mountain! Zippity-doo-dah! Oh, yeah! So, Mega Man's not gonna know this one, but this is just like Splash. In the queue, you're in a cave and there's a bunch of roots from the ceiling.
Queue.
Yeah, because
I went on Splash Mountain when I was like, what, 10 years old?
The queue is the most of the ride.
Yeah, so I vaguely remember the queue.
So, when I told Tony that the wait was that long, he was like, that makes sense because it's the last one in the world. But I went back to one of his old videos, and he's like, the line for Splash Mountain is 3 miles long. And I'm like, so is that something new that it's a result of circumstances? Or has it always been that way? Or is it like...
On a hot day, it gets like that because it was like the one water ride in Disneyland Park proper.
Okay. It doesn't really splash you that much.
No, but...
I think I was thinking of the one at Dorney that has the steeper drop.
Yeah, there's a drop, but it's not like it's not like a scary water
It's not like the Journey to the Center of the Earth drop.
That was crazy. That was. Oh, God. All right, I think honestly, let's go to Haunted Mansion. I want to see the Haunted Mansion. Want to make the Haunted Mansion jokes.
Yeah, I want to talk about Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that was your favorite.
That was the one where I suddenly understood references.
Yeah.
Well, this is the level that frustrated me, and the code
Dawkins
is...
left out Luigi's Mansion in his Haunted Mansion adaptation video.
How was Splash Mountain? Splash Mountain's awesome. I get the appeal. I was like, for a while, I was like, you guys are really defending a Song of the South ride? And now I'm like, oh, it's like a really good ride about Song of the South.
Yeah, and what I think is brilliant about Splash Mountain is that, the lift hill, like, narratively... Okay, first I'll give you the code here. Star, diamond, square.
What were you saying, narratively?
Yeah, narratively, the drop isn't the scary part of Splash Mountain. The lift hill and the anticipation is where the scary part of the story is, and the drop is the catharsis, because the drop is them throwing Rare Rabbit into the Briar Patch, like he secretly wanted him to do all along.
I guess. They spoke a lot of Japanese, from my experience, which I think is confusing. Like, I haven't seen Song of the South, but that adds to... It's racist, but I just don't understand why or how.
It's racist in a confusing way.
It's like, why are these caricatures of black outfit? Oh, okay, I run out of gas. What am I supposed to do then? Oh, I'm supposed to zoom onto the platform when I see it?
There's platforms on the side, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, of course, is the stretching room, where we did not understand what was being said. So, when...
Picked up Paul Freeze.
Yeah, so, when... No, wait, okay, got it. So when the guy was on the ceiling, Mega Man just goes over, gestures to me and goes, "There's a guy on the ceiling." Now I get it. The ride, that's the part of every Disney ride where they tell you to kill yourself.
Yeah. There's always
Happens
my
every time.
way.
There's always my way. We joked that they should change out the guy hanging himself in Haunted Mansion for swinging Teddy Bear, and they should change places one day. And they're like, ladies and gentlemen, swinging Teddy Bear, and then a guy hanging himself pops on, and it's dead silent. There's always my way, and then she comes down from the ceiling and starts singing in the rain.
Yeah, that's the Country Bear Halloween setup.
They are finally doing another Country Bear overlay. Oh, the Country Bears was completely in Japanese, so I didn't get to hear my friend's grandpa. I interviewed Jason Ritter on my podcast, and Big Al is voiced by Tex Ritter, country singer, and his grandfather.
Oh, I can see why you hated this game now that we're on the Haunted Mansion level.
Yeah, this is a creative way to adapt the idea of the stretching room, but that doesn't make it
Anyway, if you want to see the rest of this level, go to youtube.com/Doggins and watch the video. We're gonna pull up the gameplay game. That's it for me here.
Alright, now
not
you're
it for
gonna
the
play
stream.
Luigi's Mansion so we can continue the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion is a much better. You didn't cover Luigi's Mansion, by the way.
That's been mentioned to me. It's not an officially licensed adaptation.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
They should have a Luigi's Mansion ride at Nintendo that is literally just the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, they should just steal the Haunted Mansion.
There's just a hole in the ground in Tokyo Disneyland, and they're like, what happened? And then
they steal the Haunted Mansion, but the only difference is that instead of the Hanged Man, you find Egad at the entrance. He's not dead or anything.
Suki, Yabo. Yeah, so I didn't like Haunted Mansion as much because it shook me around a lot. That was a barrier to entry for me.
I liked it because I was like, oh, that's in Luigi's Mansion. Oh, that part's
What are the differences in Tokyo?
Oh,
so I don't know, but I will tell you, I've never been to any Disney parks in the USA. This was my first experience at a Disney park, but I will tell you.
I don't think I went on Haunted Mansion when I was 10. So, do they have it in California?
They do, and my understanding is that Tokyo's Haunted Mansion is
the Florida
basically just
one.
a duplicate of the way Florida's was at the time, but with the added wrinkle of if you go during the holiday season, they do have the Haunted Mansion holiday overlay, which Florida does not get, but California does.
Oh, interesting,
If you're familiar with Disney parks and you're visiting Tokyo during that season for the first time, you get the weird context glitch of seeing, Nightmare Before Christmas decorations in rooms that only exist in the Florida mansion, which is
interesting.
I've heard is wild.
So, if the question is, what did we understand? It was only Grim Grinning Ghosts and Madame Leota because they're. Why is this game not making sound? They have live action footage, so it would be harder to. More expensive to redo.
Change that around.
Let me screen share this game with you guys. That's not what I meant to click. So now we're playing Tokyo Disneyland Fantasy Tour for.
And this one is just a weird collection of mini games.
Were you better at it?
Yes,
I can't
but
recite the whole I can tell you what parts were in Luigi's Mansion.
it was Grim Grinning Ghosts and Madame Leota, and I made the joke, poor Madame Leota, she's the only one of 999 haunts that speaks any English. I mean, obviously I'm playing as Goofy. I gotta beat up dads. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to chew bubble gum. And I used to have a spot on Goofy. I don't anymore. I'm here to chew bubble gum and beat up dads, and I'm all out of dads.
So you go to a Disney park, Goofy will beat up your dad, and the animatronic fox on Splash
Alright,
Mountain
this one's written entirely in kana.
So this is a
one
children's
doesn't have
game.
kanji in it.
we didn't really get to meet any character performers, which I've been told is kind of the way things are going.
Yeah, they were all really busy.
Outside of Jiminy Man, we met. And I met Smee because the kids were busy bothering Hook. But we briefly saw Corella as she was leaving, who is played by an English-speaking actress, versus most of the other characters we saw are people in suits who aren't allowed to talk. Did we go to Universal too? Well, Universal isn't anywhere near Disney.
No, we didn't have time for Universal. I would love to go, but...
what was I saying? Yeah, my understanding is that they have basically like an exchange program where they send American actors over there to play face characters, and it's similar to like Disney World's college program where you'll just live in Tokyo for a couple of months and perform as princesses. We
saw Corella DeVille leaving, and then we just to get to talk to her before she left. Said, "We love you, Corella!" And then she says, "Of course, darling, everyone loves me!" And then she struck a pose and the whole crowd applauded. And we were like, damn, she spoke one sentence to us. She was great. Okay, Goofy. Yep. Yeah.
The year 1880 came up.
Well, I know late 1800s is when all of those rides take place. Something alluding to. That's why the rest of American waterfront, or the rest of New York City, because they have a colonial Cape Cod in Tokyo Disney Sea. They have a colonial Cape Cod and then a turn of the century New York City right across the river. And I made the joke like, do you think the people at Cape Cod know across the bridge cars have been invented? But the Tower of Terror has to take place in the late 1800s for some reason. Wink, wink.
Because elevators.
Yeah. What? 6.
This is a math. Oh, it's math.
What?
I think it's a math mini game.
I don't know. Here.
2 kids. What? Okay.
My Japanese is not good enough to help you with this.
No, we're just counting the kids.
Oh, okay.
This is a game for very little kids, clearly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah! What? Cool.
Yeah, don't you understand?
No. How did you skip ahead in this game?
I think I just chose the mansion level. Like, I don't think I had to do much.
Okay, it just sent me here.
I also might have just fucked this up until it let me go through. I'm not sure.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to reset.
Perfect.
It's turned into defaulty spaces.
We didn't ride the trains though.
That was Big Thunder Mountain.
We've ridden the train at Land of Make Believe. That's like the same thing, definitely. Mm-hmm. It goes around the park. It's basically the same thing as the ones at Disney.
You guys gotta, all these people who have been like, you gotta go see Disney parks, you gotta see this, you gotta ride this. You guys haven't seen Land of Make Believe, so you're all posers.
Yeah, Land of Make Believe has a lazy river, which automatically makes it better.
It's the best lazy river I've been on. Every time I go on another lazy river, I'm like, it's good.
Yeah, because other lazy rivers don't put enough waterfalls. Whereas this one has like all the mushrooms on it.
What is this?
The Disney Gallery, which I believe is like a museum gift shop.
Horror Barn, Santa, that's right.
Disney Gallery. Thanks, Mickey.
So it just let you... I'm not getting to select where I go. It just starts walking once I start playing.
Well, that's the nightmare. That's the real Nightmare Before Christmas overlay is Horror Barn Santa. You meet Santa in the middle of the summer.
In a barn on the top floor of a barn with all the lights off.
I'm gonna be perfectly frank. I do not remember how I got to the levels I got to in this game.
That's okay.
I think...
I might... This one's also... The
the
gameplay
other
has thus
side of
far
that-
not been fun.
Well,
I think...
and what I was alluding to is that the Haunted Mansion level of this is frustratingly easy because it just shows you like a pattern and then you have to select that same pattern.
Yeah,
and it's not even
okay.
a memory thing, it's showing you it at the same time. There's like a nice graphic rendering of Madame Leota, and that's the only thing it has going for it.
I didn't do Indiana Jones, though. We'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, Disney Sea is nuts. There are, for those who don't know about it, it's widely reported to be the best theme park in the world, which isn't really a matter of opinion, more a design philosophy. Like, it's like, let's see how much other theme parks spent on similar areas and then just spend 100 times that, and then boom, it's the best theme park in the world. Like, it doesn't seem like they acknowledged that money was a thing or they could run out while building it, which I guess they had owned their own Disneyland for a couple decades at that point and not had to put the money back into making movies.
It's it really is a testament to what Disney can do when somebody else is spending the money for them.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is one of the Indiana Jones ride is in one of the themed lands called Lost River Delta, which as you walk right into, you see the biplane that Indiana Jones rode in the first movie, the C-3PO. Har har har, George. Har har har. You see it crashed right outside of there, and then there's a Kingdom of the Crystal Skull ride and several other there's a big Mayan temple that I believe the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull ride is in. There's several other Mesoamerican themed things. There's also a restaurant called Miguel's El Dorado Cantina, which has to be an intentional DreamWorks reference, right?
So I also got to mention, it's technically not a Kingdom of the Crystal Skull ride. It's just an unrelated Crystal Skull ride because it does predate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Interesting. Also, well, maybe Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is an adaptation of that ride then.
My understanding is the mythologies are handled somewhat differently, but it's more or less like in its bones, it's a clone of California's Indiana Jones ride. Except California's Indiana Jones ride is about the Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
Good night, Tyler.
Good night, Tyler. It's about the this lost idol of Mara, and if you look into its eyes, you're cursed. And then
that sounds like what a lot of these rides are about, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. For whatever reason, they changed it to a Crystal Skull, but gave it the same basic ride layout, and I imagine it was either because of some sort of redundancy or because of some sort of, like, cultural translation reason. I couldn't tell you why.
Yeah, so there's a ride called Miguel's El Dorado Cantina, and I feel like that had to have been on purpose.
Sly little wink.
And Mega Man kept misremembering it as being called Cusco's Cuscotopia. Which
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
which it might be the fault of Fireblast Studios in the chat, because we are working on crossover fan movie sort of deal, animatic sort of deal, called The Road to Cuscotopia, which takes place after the end of Road to El Dorado, and they arrive in the Incan Empire and meet the characters from El Dorado. And we have been working on writing that with Ella, who I do everything with, co-writes Will Abridge Me Princess, hosted a wonderful podcast with me. And that was my chance to
Highly
plug
recommend
that.
that podcast.
That is a good podcast. And for
also,
those,
in theory, someday there may be another podcast.
yeah, one day, about 10 years from now, we'll release a podcast where one of us mentions wondering how David Zaslav. No, sorry, it was. You said unless. There was one part where it was like, unless Bob Chapek does a bad job or something like that, and then we record later, and it's like, well, he turned out he did. And then it's like, we have to record an addendum to that addendum, or do we just record a new addendum?
I don't even know, because we got so many addendums that we added. Because one of the big ones was like, wondering who the showrunner was for the Tangled animated series, and it turned out he's a Daily Wire guy.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, we were going to do a Gallivant podcast. We still will. I think we still will. Let's say we still will.
I am down to still do it. It's just a matter of managing project schedules.
Yeah.
I want to do, like, so many things.
Yeah, relatable. I'm sorry, I didn't.
And it's also like the podcast is easier than all the other projects that are distracting us from it.
Yeah.
It's mostly just scheduling everyone.
So I'm currently trying to grab. I downloaded. Did I not download the game? Oh, I am not prepared for this stream. There's a Disney Sea game for the PlayStation.
Oh, I love licensed games for the PlayStation. Casper is like a Casper for the PlayStation. Probably also has things lifted from the Haunted Mansion.
Wait, that's
Probably.
a PlayStation 2 game? I might not want to bother with that then. There's a Game Boy Advance version which will be worse.
The Game Boy Advance version would be pretty funny to play.
All right, Disney Sea GBA ROM, cool. Okay, we're playing the Game Boy Advance version. Lion and the King, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a roller coaster that goes around a building loosely inspired by Cusco's Palace at Lost River Delta too. Cool.
There's A Bug's Life on PlayStation and also Monsters Inc.
So, the person who asked if we went to any gift shops, yes, of course we went to gift shops, but there was like a really expensive crystal skull at the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop, which was an interesting place for it. Like they wanted to have like a top shelf item or whatever that's like behind glass, which is a weird idea for a gift shop. I guess people buy them, but it's like, it's not particularly Disney branded. It's like, you guys aren't going to believe what I got. Oh, empty bottle of Crystal Head vodka? No, it's, come on. We bought stuff at the gift shop, didn't we? What'd we get?
A lot of stuff.
Like what?
You got all sorts of pirate
I did
things.
buy out
You bought the whole gift shop.
I bought out the gift shop at Pirates of the Caribbean. What did you get?
I got ears.
You did get ears.
I waited in a very long line to get into the Fantasy Springs gift shop.
We did go to Fantasy Springs. Well, that's what everyone else, everyone's going to want to ask. Like, did you get to see the new stuff? Because you've seen all about it online. So,
the new stuff.
Fantasy Springs, you have to book a standby pass or what is the paid one called?
Oh, yeah.
Premier Access.
Yeah, Premier Access or Standby Pass. You have to book those to even enter the park at all, to that part of the park at all. Like, there's someone checking your app at the entry to Fantasy Springs. And it was just not available. Like we kept reloading it. I don't know if it was because the app is broken, which it certainly is, but I don't know how related it was. Yeah, we got there at like before noon, and we're constantly reloading the app to see if like standby passes were ever first. Well, we went twice to Disney Sea. The second with the express purpose of just focusing on getting to Fantasy Springs. So we got there before noon, and literally we're just reloading the app all day. Our phones died because we've dedicated so much battery to just doing that. And at no point, where is this game? Which window is this? Did it ever become available? So we finally walked up and we're like, hey, it's our last day in Japan. We really want to get in to see Fantasy Springs. We told everyone we'd go see it. And they said you can enter the area of the park, but you can't go on any of the rides because your app would need to have displayed that you already got into that part of the park. It would have to have that on there for you to even book the rides. So everyone's gonna be like, oh, the new animatronics are so cool. Yeah, I've seen them on YouTube too. I would honestly say wait till it's been open a little longer to do Fantasy Springs.
That's generally good advice for any new theme park land.
I was told they tried. So part of my theory was that there is a hotel inside of Fantasy Springs. Like, if you want to, you can like get out of bed and then enter Fantasy Springs without having to like go through the gate. My guess is that everyone who was outside of their hotel counted as being inside the park, inside Fantasy Springs, and that just...
Oh, that's possible.
There was like probably a maximum amount of people. Yeah, and I would love to watch some of the Fantasy Springs rides we didn't get to see with English subtitles. Micah had sent some to me. I would love to watch those when I give up on this game. What is my name? My name...
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. My name is... Okay, there's the L. I... Alright. Okay. Does this look more like an N, or does this?
Yeah,
are you gonna show us the game?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I'm watching the stream in another window, but
I just have the chat in a separate window.
Yeah, here you go.
Use the pop-out chat because I didn't want this to lag too much.
Oh, that's fair.
Does this look more like an N, or does this?
They kind of both equally look like N's.
One of them actually is an N. If you go down to that one that looks like an H, that is the N.
This one? Oh, this?
There you go.
No, the one, two, yeah, that one.
This one? Okay. And then
well, no, not that one. The first one you had it on. I'm sorry, my screen is lagging.
You watching on the stream?
No. Yeah, I'm watching on. No, I'm watching on your screen.
This one.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we just need the. It's lagging that much? Okay, that's pretty good for a K, but let's see if we got one better.
That's Q, so it is a K, U.
Okay. What do we think? Is that my name?
I think that's your name.
Q.
What was that first letter you said?
She.
That's she won
S-H-I.
She won coup? She won in coup.
She won coup.
No, you gotta pronounce the one and then the extra N. One coup.
Well,
she won in
one in Japanese is ni, so.
And which one of these do I press?
But there is an extra N, so you have to put extra emphasis on the N.
Oh, that capitalized things. I see.
There's and then a smiley face. Actually, wait. Hold on. Then I'm gonna. You know what? If you can tell me what
Ichi.
the. I'm
You're
just
right.
going.
You're right. Ichi is one. So.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, check it out.
Cool.
Cool.
And. Cool.
Oh. Okay. She Ichiwanku. No, she Ichin-ku. There I am. Okay. So maybe this one on the bottom will be it? Yeah. Okay, so that is at the entrance. She's not.
That
though.
is the entrance. The blue
Mega Man,
fairy
you
is
voice
not at
her.
the entrance.
You voice. That's. Are we calling that the blue fairy?
Watashi wa.
Oh, you can actually read it, right?
Kinda.
She looks more like a Don Bluth princess.
I have not been studying.
She does look like a Don Bluth princess. If you want the key.
A Pootie.
Uh huh.
Princess. I think it just says princess.
Hime? Not.
okay.
It's princess, not Hime.
No, they wrote it out in katakana. I think they just wrote princess.
The graphics are a good sign. It is a Game Boy Advance port of a 3D licensed game, so I don't have the highest hopes, but. So, yeah, that is actually at the entrance. Mega Man joked it was Universal, and then behind it is Mediterranean Harbor, which Mega Man always misremembered as Italy. Like, oh, we gotta go to Italy. Not Italian land.
I also briefly
they didn't have like any ancient Greek stuff there besides the pillars.
I
was basically
glanced at a
right.
playthrough of the PlayStation version of this, and these graphics look far less ugly.
Okay, and over there's the richest man alive. So this is still Mediterranean Harbor. That building is there. The restaurants, by the way, the restaurants are huge.
I love this close-up.
Yes. Every time you think I said the richest person alive, Millie. Every time you think you like, oh wow, there's a lot of seating here, you'll find like another floor or another seating area in Disney Sea.
Now, is this guy Theodore Roosevelt?
He might be. Okay, from the Roosevelt room.
Yeah,
from the
Roosevelt cruise.
The Roosevelt room
or is he just
on the Columbia is the cruise. The Roosevelt room is the bar in the giant cruise ship they have in American waterfront, which is the fanciest bar I've ever seen.
And that's also a remnant from when they owned the Queen Mary in Long Beach and were looking at building the Disney Sea Park in its parking lot.
Interesting.
That never happened. Now,
yeah,
maybe
it is.
This isn't Theodore Roosevelt. Maybe it's just Cary Grant's brother who thinks he's Theodore Roosevelt from Arsenic and Old Place.
Yeah.
That sounds great, by the way.
He said I looked like Boris Karloff. Yeah, the dialogue's great.
Yeah, it would be great if I could actually read it, but.
Okay, so we're going this way, which should go. Well, we're still in. Okay, we're still in Mediterranean Harbor. Is that a bubble wand? We did buy a bubble wand.
We did buy a bubble wand.
Yeah, we got a bubble wand! Accurate! We did buy a bubble wand. This one has reflected our experience as the best. I mean, we gotta go to the cafe. Stop talking! I don't understand what you're tutorialing.
Well, there's that guy.
Exposition.
So this stream has been pretty unfocused, but we did shoot a vlog at Disney Sea that we'll be releasing later. It's gonna be a lot of editing because I didn't feel like being annoying and talking the whole time.
Oh, it's the gondola. We didn't ride the gondola.
No,
I wouldn't know anything about
to.
taking a long time to edit.
We really wanted to, but we didn't get to it.
What's your record?
I reckon for how long it's taken to edit a theme park vlog.
Yeah.
Well, considering the Blitz California is in its 9th
Oh,
year
we're
of
at the pirate ship
right
now. We're at the ship behind the castle.
Yes, this is part of the Society of Adventurers and Explorers headquarters.
Hey,
Now you're on the ship.
Yeah,
We
there is
did
just a
this in
giant
real
ship
life.
you get to freely explore like a playground. There was even like a picnic table below deck that no one was using. You didn't have to wait in line or anything. You just get on board and there's and if you pull the cannons, steam every time steam comes out of them.
Well, it definitely looks like the ship in this game is far less explorable.
Maybe. That's funny. Something's more explorable in
In the real world than it is in a video game version.
Like, the design philosophy of Monkey Island was, what if you could step off the ride in Pirates of the Caribbean and explore that? What? No!
What's... Are you playing Magic the Gathering against Theodore Roosevelt?
I have no idea. This is amazing. This is what you want from when you play a game where you don't speak the language, just like constantly being met with new
Chain
game
of Memory.
modes. I want to be the very best. So you've been working on a vlog for 9 years?
Well, it's more complicated than a simple vlog, but
Oh, I lost that one. Boat beats bubble wand.
Hey, how come that word was in English?
There's this chain of memories.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kingdom
wait,
Hearts.
Princess beats boat.
Yeah. Okay, I got 10.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Now,
No, wait, we're going back. No, I don't want to go back.
Was the experience of actually being in a theme park where you don't speak the primary language less confusing than the experience of playing a video game set in that very theme park?
Absolutely.
Hey, there's another person here now.
And I got a tutorial about that person.
Now you can go to the gift shop and buy pizzas.
Yeah, what do we want? Well, let's get our coffee to reflect our experience accurately.
Yeah.
There we go.
We did get pizzas at Mediterranean Harbor, a restaurant in Mediterranean Harbor after we. Okay, well.
I think they want you to talk to that guy, or maybe.
I went into so there is actually a hotel also in Mediterranean Harbor that's what that building is. I got in the boat, but all I could do there was play a card game with Teddy Roosevelt. Sentences.
Just like it's the real Tokyo Disney Sea.
No, you could do. I mean, also, so much of that cruise ship, the Columbia, is completely explorable. Like, way more than you'd expect. And it's like huge. Like, it was like $50 a person to get into the park. I think any one of the separate lands felt worth $50.
I do love a good theme park where you can spend an entire day there fully satisfied without actually getting on a ride.
Oh yeah, we rode like 2 rides our first day. We did the Genie's Lamp Theater, and we, by the end, we're running to explore the rest of it by closing time. Like, the park is so big. Okay, so this just gives us this card game. Can we go anywhere else? Can you look up a walkthrough or something?
Specifically of the Game Boy Advance version?
Yeah, Adventure of Tokyo Disney Sea Game Boy Advance walkthrough. Your last message is in chat. Go back to the first screen you saw and jump in the fountain. Okay, cool, thank you. Now they don't well, I guess you could jump into there are so many spaces where it's like, it's weird that there's not an employee watching this spot. Like, there's a lighthouse in the, I believe in the Cape Cod part of American Waterfront that I talked about, the colonial Cape Cod part. And, oh, we could go in, no, okay, that's just talking to her. And the lighthouse, like, there's a bench in the back where you're just not in the view of anywhere else. Oh, that just puts you to, okay, so then we want to talk to him here. What? Okay. I don't want to play card games with him anymore. It's beyond causing property damage. Being outside of the view of any other patrons or like you could also be doing several illegal things that aren't property damage.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you jump into that thing on the left side of the screen.
Oh, okay. And that takes you to Mermaid Lagoon. We explored Mermaid Lagoon. A lot of the attractions in it seemed like it was, oh, we could pick. I can't, okay. Oh, I can recognize them from the map. Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
So that would be,
That's Jules Verne's lands.
Mysterious Island. God.
That's Agrabah.
That one's Agrabah, so that means that's Lost River Delta. So let's do it in the order we did it in. We were in Mediterranean Harbor, and then we were in Mysterious Island.
Yeah.
Ooh, a butler.
Is that Jules Verne? Is that Captain Nemo? Is that Captain Nemo? What does Captain Nemo look like?
Let's find out.
That's Walt Disney!
We found Walt.
We were looking in the wrong park for Walt's frozen head.
Hello, child. It's
Oh, look, there's one of the
speaking.
parks people. They dressed like that. They
sure did. They all had different uniforms depending on which. Well, let's go to the Journey of the Center of the Earth, like we did. This is 20,000 leagues is food. I guess that. Okay, give me on Journey to the Center. Give me on Journey to the Center of the Earth. Hell yeah! So Journey to the Center of the Earth. Okay. Is there's like actual pyrotechnics that go off weirdly close to you. Not like get burned close, but like warmth from a campfire close. And then it ends with a giant monster, like the size of a truck, who is like, you could grab him if you ignore the keep your arms inside the vehicle thing. But yeah, it does open with an area like
and then
this.
use your arms.
Yeah. Because it goes real fast after you meet Satan or something. The monster that lives at the center of the Earth.
Now, my understanding is that Journey to the Center of the Earth uses a modification of the test track ride system, which is what's also used for Radiator Springs races in Cars Land and California Adventure.
But it opens.
Well, clearly, Cars Land was the better use for that technology.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Cars Land ride is a great ride. Like, it's often cited as one of the rides that's better than the movie it's based on.
Well, there is Tom Sawyer Island in Japanese Disneyland, but in Disney Sea, there's a big monster who's apparently a reskin of the Alien Encounter alien. Bye, pencil. Yeah, so then after the crystals, there was indeed a place with weird mushrooms. Mega Man compared both of them to Pokemon Snap.
I also compared this to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because that's the plot, is Journey to the Center of the Earth. But yes, I did compare it to Pokemon Snap also.
Alright, I have the bubble wand.
Were there these weird giant dragonfly things?
Yes.
Yes,
there were.
Probably.
There were a
Pokemon,
lot of
so
strange
yes.
little beasties.
Oh wait, you meant the ride, not Pokemon.
Did they smack you right in the head while you were riding?
No, because we kept our arms and legs in the ride.
We kept our arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
This person's clearly not doing that.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, how was I supposed to see that?
Just jumping into bottomless pits.
Well, how was I supposed to make that jump? What? Yeah, when you die, and if you die at
When
Disney
you die,
Sea,
you go back to the hotel.
yeah, you go back
You
to
die in Disney Sea, they take you back to the entrance.
you go back to your
You
That's
hotel.
accurate for
in
real
your
life.
hotel room.
They gotta keep that death toll down.
I want to see if I can get further into Journey, just to see if that monster's there. There is
would
an
be
Indiana
surprising.
Jones level. That's nuts. We didn't
I wouldn't be
ride.
surprised if
I'm
it's
trying to
not
take you through our experience though. We didn't. Don't get cat flu. Great,
Yeah,
great
don't get cat
movie.
flu. That was a great.
Using both those words loosely.
Great movie. Oh, why did a spider turn me into a cartoon
Spider turned you
pancake?
into a pancake.
That's not how that works. Now, we didn't get to go the other direction.
Why are the spiders giving you Crash Bandicoot deaths?
Can I get a spider's punch 'em from someone? Just, you can redeem your Harcoinians. One, to throw pots at my head. I forgot. I neglected to mention that until now. But also, you can...
I'm not logged in.
Spiders!
Thank
Punch
you.
'em!
How am I supposed to make that jump? Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. Well, that was
Well, we
Journey...
get the gist.
That was Journey to the Center of the Earth. So after we went there, we went on the pirate ship, which we did a little out of order. But that takes us to Aquatopia, which Mega Man did not believe me was a separate land than Mysterious Island. Mysterious
No.
Island is steampunk themed, and this one is retro future themed.
They look more different in the game.
I think this is what it looked like. I think you were just ignoring these vibes because you didn't want to not
No, I
believe
mean like
me.
the color palette is actually different in the game.
I
Hey,
don't
who's that
think.
robot?
I don't think Aquatopia was brown. It was really blue. I don't know that.
I don't remember it being brown.
This
That's,
is,
Oh,
that
it's,
robot's just named Robot, by the way.
that just said. Well, do you know him?
No,
yeah.
it's Rosie from the Jetsons' brother.
Robot.
Remember the part where it became a dragonfly and things got all mode 7?
Yeah, there's all the whirlpools. This is accurate to the ride.
There were whirlpools. We were in a dragonfly. Yeah, no, the art style's not quite Disney, which I think is kind of fun.
Honestly, the Teddy Roosevelt guy is the most Disney-looking guy we've seen so far.
Whoa!
Like, he could be one of the, he's like one of the rich guys in Princess and the Frog.
So I just get money from going on rides and could spend them on food? Is that this game?
If only it worked like that in real life.
Was that supposed to be the Aquatopia ride?
Maybe.
It seemed like it was Aquatopia, because that was,
What was the dragonfly
whirlpools.
about?
Oh.
Apparently that was Storm Rider, which is a ride that's not there anymore,
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
according to Jacob.
Well, Storm Rider's the only ride over here, which we did go on Aquatopia, and I got very dizzy. That's kind of a theme. Okay, so
Storm
then...
Rider was replaced by Nemo and Friends Sea Rider.
Oh, yeah, we didn't go on
Gotcha.
Nemo
No, we didn't go on
Friends.
the Nemo and Friends. A lot of Nemos, a lot of characters named Nemo, I think was also throwing you off.
Yeah, well, a lot of... It's a common name for oceanic stories.
So
Yeah,
this
they had the...
this game is kind of like way more like exploring the park than any other. Oh no! Don't do
His
that.
name's Pico.
It's Jaundiced Gaston.
He's obviously a racist caricature, but they're not like competent at making one.
No.
But yeah, the blue eye bags is weird. Guess jaundice. Get ready for Indy. He's inside the temple. Don't spoil it for me.
No one sick like gas jaundice.
What's the bird's name? Or, sorry. What's its name, Mega Man?
Hold on. I'm blanking on what the first character is, but the second one is Ko.
I think it wasn't. You had mentioned that Lost River Delta is a little racist. I mean, we're not really one to speak on that. We're not of the culture. It seemed pretty neutral to me.
Yeah.
This is a little more racist.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everything is like you want to talk immersive, they don't get more immersive than Tokyo Disney Sea. Like it doesn't, to process that you're in a theme park that someone built, you have to process that someone's...
The parrot's name is Pico.
Oh, okay. To process that you're in a theme park someone made, you have to process that someone spent that much money and like...
Oh, the guy's name was Paco, I'm sorry.
Whoa! Giant rolling boulders? Never seen that before.
But also, that made more sense when we flattened into a cartoon pancake than...
It follows me depending on which side I'm on, which... Okay. Okay, why can't it just bring me back to the part of the park I was in?
Because it hates you.
I would imagine there was a lot of South American caricatures. Not really, honestly. There weren't really, like, characters to speak.
Yeah, everybody was dressed up like an explorer.
Yeah, which I guess that has kind of... Yeah.
Yeah, it might have its own negative connotations there if it's recreating a South American context.
Paco is Indiana Jones's friend who takes the place of Sala in the ride in California.
Oh, gotcha. Because it doesn't make sense for Sala to be on a South America expedition.
Is Paco, what's his name? Doc Ock's character? Oh, shoot.
Oh, Alfred Molina's character? A lot of British people in unfortunate makeup in that trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, snakes.
Okay, well, I'm not going back there. So let me just tell you, that was perfect. They nailed that. Nailed the snakes that kill you. Oh yeah, we have a snakes redeem as well.
Snakes! You want some too?
Millie redeemed snakes.
Thank you.
And now we're in Agrabah.
With a different type of cultural insensitivity.
I will say, I mean, obviously there are problems with Agrabah. It's, you know, more based on Las Vegas than actual cultures. Hey, look, Millie, it's you.
Now the cast of Aladdin is just here.
That didn't happen to us, although we did see the Genie's Magic Lamp Theater, in which the genie kills the magician on stage with finger guns. Like, he points his finger guns at the guy and he goes, "No! No!" And then there's like a puff of smoke from where he's standing and he's just gone. And Mega Man and I were like, I think the genie just killed that guy. And I was like, I thought he couldn't kill people. I guess you can't wish for him to kill people. He can kill whoever he wants.
He's capable of murder.
Agrabah is the country responsible for the design of the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I thought it was hell. Yeah, there's definitely are the characters from Aladdin.
I mean, they look pretty accurate.
Yeah, the pixel art's nice. If people watching haven't, you should watch our Real-Time Fandub of Return of Jafar with me as the genie, Millie as the Sultan, Ryan Chongo, you know, Shadow the Hedgehog from the Sonic dubs as Aladdin, Shelby, Sprite from Wamp, and then also or Shelby from.
Oh, you could go you could go through there.
Yeah. Oh, so the birds attacking us was a problem.
Yeah, that happened all the time. Oh, go buy a churro. They had chai tea flavored ones.
Yeah. Dango.
Oh no, they don't have it. They have the long non though.
Long non. So yeah, he's gonna kill someone with a gun. I know this part.
Yeah.
Now,
Who was Shelby was
the genie,
Jasmine, of course.
Was the genie in the Magic Joe? Did it sound like Dan Castellaneta genie, or was it in
sounded
Japanese?
like they taught Robin Williams Japanese. My brain could not process that this was a different actor. He was so good. Like if any of you have a DVD where you could switch languages or on Disney Plus or whatever, go listen to the genie's Japanese voice. It is like crazy. I also saw Mickey's PhilharMagic, and like Mickey, Donald, Goofy, identical, but like, and a lot of people could do those voices pretty well. That was possibly the best Robin Williams impression I've ever heard, which is wild because he's not speaking the same language as Robin Williams.
Wow, that is impressive.
It was. I go look it up later on Disney Plus or something. I'm lucky. There's this stupid monkey that keeps following you around. Look at him pose like he actually did something. I want to toss him across the screen. That's a reference to the Irate Video Game Nerd, which is a parody of the Irate Gamer, where he reviews Sonic 3 and talks about it as if it's based on the Sonic cartoon and keeps getting details wrong and does effects not with keyframes, but with printing out the sprite and moving it on a popsicle stick.
I'm also, I'm in another window scrolling through a long play of this just to see if the Lost River Delta part has a close-up of Indiana Jones, and I'm not finding one, which is a shame because I wanted to see this art style try to draw Harrison Ford.
This time.
It's a special boat. Oh, I have to play 3 cards. Oh, this is Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine, which is on display at the Society of Explorers and Adventurers original headquarters in Mediterranean Harbor, which takes place before the rides you might associate them with. As kind of their origin story prequel, and like the most overtly they are referenced because it's just kind of plastered everywhere. This is the headquarters of the. If anyone doesn't know what that is, the person behind the fictional character behind Big Thunder Mountain and the fictional character behind Jungle Cruise are in a secret society together, and any other ride from any other park in the world that takes place in the late 1800s has a character that is part of that secret society, and you could find little clues about them, like writing letters to each other if you snoop around. Yeah, the
Especially any ride that's an original story and not based on pre-existing IP, but even some of the ones that are based on pre-existing IP.
Because that's what the C-3PO from Raiders of the Lost Ark is doing in Lost River Delta. Is that character has a restaurant in California, I believe, and he is
in Florida. Yeah.
in Florida, and he is specified to be a member of SEA. And Disney Sea has both their Soarin' is rethemed to be an SEA, about an SEA person, and their Tower of Terror, and has the original headquarters from the Jock Lindsay, and has the original headquarters from the 1500s with Leonardo da Vinci implied as a member. So I wonder if that's like a secret extra reason it's called Disney Sea. The obvious one being by land or by sea, Disneyland or Disney Sea. And then the other one is it's actually on the sea. If you look past the fake sea where the cruise ship is, you see the real sea.
There was talk at one point of doing a third gate for the Tokyo Disney Resort called Disney Sky, and that would have been where they were going to put their Soarin'.
I joked, where's Disney Sky? And then Mega Man was like, and Disney Fire.
They were considering it, but then they just incorporated everything that would have gone there into Disney Sea.
Yeah, no Patrick Warburton. Basically, it's a member, one of the members of SEA who kind of takes the place of Patrick Warburton in the ride.
Is that Luke on Hoth, except it's desert instead of snow?
I don't know what's going on here, because I can't read this. Disney
that
Earth,
looks like,
Disney Wind, and Disney
looks like
Fire.
That looks like the pose that Luke makes when he sees Obi-Wan after he escapes the Wampa.
Can you paint with all the colors of the Disney Wind, though?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, should I just give him water? Give him water.
You can
give him
max
water.
the pants, though.
Max the pants. Okay. Well, I'll let that guy die. What skeleton is that? What was that?
It was Horace Horsecollar.
It was Horace
Dragon
Horsecollar. Oh wait, hey. This is just like the Aladdin game. Oh, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Except less.
But you can't even play as Jafar.
Yeah, what the hell? What's the point? Oh, there's that guy.
Razul?
Yeah.
Same voice as Pete that I did earlier.
You're just really exercising your that one Jim Cummings voice.
I'm not great at it.
What about Janir?
It's recognizable.
So yeah, then we went to Mermaid Lagoon, which we didn't see King Triton's show. We got there pretty late, but it's super cool, but a lot of the attractions are like for littler kids.
Now, Mermaid Lagoon is themed to Ariel, even though it's named after a part of Neverland.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I haven't watched Peter Pan in a while, but Fantasy Springs has got me wanting to. That's me right there. If anyone's curious which of these characters I am, I'm that one and the genie. I'm their son. I'm their offspring.
I'm not at Disney parks.
You're that robot we met earlier.
Oh yeah.
All right, now Castiglione, break out the world's best Kenny Mars impression. Go. Crab
I
experiment.
mean, he is just saying ha 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 right now. Okay.
Ariel.
Ariel, I'm trying to remember any line King Triton says.
He says,
crab experiments.
yeah.
Who could the lucky merman be?
He says,
when does crab experiments show up?
he says, baby, what is this baby? My Fjord never shed this baby.
Look, I have worked with Agatha closely, so my loyalties do lie with the other Kenny Moss character.
Was the whole purpose of that episode like, it's weird we have Kenny Mars here and I'm not having him go nuts?
Probably.
Because when during the scenes with Kenny Mars in The Producers, Gene Wilder did not realize he was just in character and being over the top and thought he was having a mental breakdown and was going to hurt him.
What accent was Kenneth Mars doing in What's Up, Doc? It was like Swiss or something, I don't remember.
I don't know.
I need to rewatch What's Up, Doc.
They should have also, since he was also Grandpa Littlefoot in the Land Before Time sequels, they should have had one where a mad scientist shows up.
You know, I would actually buy that more in Land Before Time sequels than in Little Mermaid.
There was the Aliens one, which
Honestly, yeah.
slapped. Oh, okay, so this should take us to the playground, I believe? Oh, Jesus. Hey, it's like Freddy Fish. I didn't think it was like Freddy Fish while I was there, but seeing it in pixel art, I'm like...
Yeah, when we were there, it was like being in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know you would get electrocuted.
Yeah.
You're a robot. Are you really sleepy, Mega Man?
What?
Are you really sleepy?
I am kind of sleepy.
Do you want to dip out?
I am just more yawny than sleepy, but...
Oh, okay. Now, do you remember the floating platforms that took us to the coin up in the ceiling?
Yeah. You didn't see those because you went to the bathroom, but they were in the gift shop.
Oh, cool. The gift shop... Oh, it's Flotsam and Jetsam!
Dying? Flounder looks dead!
He's just scared,
Flounder
I
is
think.
drowning! Underwater!
Flounder is drowner. The blue fairy's like, yo, you should kill Flotsam and Jetsam. Well, I don't appreciate that face.
Now Flounder's doing okay.
All right, now pull out, what is that actress's name? That's not bad. We're missing that voice now.
How come Once Upon a Time didn't have them?
Flotsam and there was a reference to them, I think.
I think so.
Am I playing a card game against eels?
A card game against Flotsam.
Yes. You're playing a card game against... You have more cards now, though.
Against eels who share a name with a chapter from the Two Towers. Why are they playing
Oh, it's a draw.
card?
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Eel experiments, says someone in the chat. Oh, another draw. You guys keep on doing that.
You know, okay. I don't know if this is the most fun of the games you've played, like in terms of gameplay, but at least we get to see a lot more of the game's rendition of the park than we did in
Yeah, this, out of all of them, has felt like exploring the park more. If we want to do another one of these,
Oh, you lost.
If we want to do another one of these when the vlog is out, maybe to promote it, we could try the PlayStation version of this, because I would be up for playing more games like this. Like, this one's not miserable.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I'd call it fun either, but at least it's, like, stuff.
It's got exploring the parks down. The gameplay is kind of bad, but, like, if I lost, does that mean... Was I playing for Flounder's life?
Looks like it.
All right,
so now
but
you can just stroll on past.
Rest in peace, Flounder. If Flounder died... A lot more platforming than in the... Oh, this is the gift shop. The gift shop is... Or it might be the playground. The sunken pirate ship was both the theme of the gift shop and was there on the playground.
And you had a lot of squids squirting at you while you were exploring that gift shop.
Ah, so many. That's
These are good things to know for if I ever actually take my Tokyo trip.
Yeah. Next time we go, you ought to come.
I'm down, if I can afford it.
Just, sell your leg.
Well, I mean, my leg has been through a lot.
That's true. It might not. You might not be able to get the market value. Why didn't they just shoot a bubble wand at the shark in the movie?
Yeah, good question.
Okay.
Also, we're really trusting that these are the bad Little Mermaid sharks and not the friendly Finding Nemo sharks.
Well, the Finding Nemo stuff's all the way over in Aquatopia.
Yeah. And 2 years in the future from this game.
Plot twist, the only way you could go to Disney Sea is
to use my guest.
So I was on the Patreon request month for my first episode with Rescue Rangers, and I can't get out of here. Can I jump higher? Is there a better jump? And I was I didn't appear on the podcast again until Patreon request month with Once Upon a Time the next year, and I was just kind of convinced he's not really that passionate about having me on, so like, you know, that's fine that I got to do those 2 times. And when he invited me to the Fox and the Hound one, it was the first time it had been less than a year between my appearances, and I was like, I might actually have to come up with a guest choice at some point. Oh no!
I mean, you don't have to rush it.
I love the idea of sidetracking what's happening next. I gotta find the perfect one.
No, that's okay. People ask a certain YouTuber why he's taking so long to get to his guest choice, and let me tell you, it's just good old-fashioned decision paralysis.
Hell yeah.
Well, actually, it started as good old-fashioned decision paralysis, and then it became, I'm gonna use my guest choice when I have a very specific announcement to make.
That you're done with that vlog.
Or that I have an announcement to make regarding that vlog, and,
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to spoil that, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's, I've probably mentioned it publicly before. I have...
We were on that Fox and the Hound episode together, that's true.
Let's just say that,
Okay, I died to get out, cool.
Okay. Anyway, let's just say it's funny you bring that up.
So, then, at our first day, we had to run through American Waterfront. I wish there was a game like this for Tokyo Disneyland that actually felt like exploring the park. That would have given us more segues into talking about. Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that. You're in the wrong part. She's got this colonial looking outfit feather in her hat and all. You gotta be across the bridge, lady. You're not supposed to be here. There's spoilers for the future. But yeah, this is the New York City one. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta get pizza in New York City, duh.
Over there is where there's a Toy Story show. We heard, there's a little, there's a Mr. Potato Head animatronic that sings "You Got a Friend in Me" that you don't even need to like. Okay, now we're in. I guess he's like a ferryman or something. Now this is colonial Cape Cod, which is also part of American Waterfront. That is the restaurant we ate at.
I always said that if I ever get the opportunity to build my own theme park, one of the lands in it will just be called Ambiguously Anachronistic Retro Land.
That's wonderful. You can't just walk to the lighthouse here, but you absolutely can in the real one and just like sit on a bench that faces no other patrons. There are so many places to sit and eat.
I mean, that's honestly what most parks are missing, because
I've heard that, so it's like so weird in the context of like, why it's just better in every way.
Like, everyone talks about how the culture of Epcot during the Food and Wine Festival is you're just eating over a trash can.
Also, I didn't find out until much after Disney parks usually make it kind of hard to get alcohol.
Yes.
There was just so much alcohol in Disney Sea. Just almost every place. We were there during the Food and Wine Festival, but every place had either beer or wine, and everyone. And then there were also specialty cocktails. So I guess you don't get to do anything in Cape Cod. Hello! Random. But I think she's saying bada bing, bada boom.
Sure.
Or maybe since this is turn of the century, she's saying more like, why I oughta.
Yeah, probably.
Now, does the
I'm walking
trolley...
here.
Pay
In the
attention.
real park, does the trolley up there... Does the trolley up there look as much like the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood of Make-Believe trolley as it does in this
We didn't
graphic?
ride the trolley. We didn't get a too close a look. It's a train there. The trolley is actually a system to go between Disneyland and Disney Sea that's outside of the parks. Oh, I got to avoid the trolleys crashing, and I didn't. Oh, it's fine. They're fine.
Oh, no.
They're good. Doesn't matter.
Well, now I'm really confused what the goal of this game is.
I think I got to get this guy to the blue spot, right? No? Oh, that's his starting spot. Okay, I got to get him to the yellow.
Oh, and you're controlling, like, the track switches?
Yeah.
For fun. What if they just let you do this in the actual park? Like, just take control of the whole trade system.
They do. So finish. Go in there. Go in there. No? That's not the solution? I don't know then. Sorry, lady. I don't speak your language. Where's Corella? This is about where we ran into Corella. She can help us.
Also, why are you making me do park operations when I'm a paying guest?
I think of that joke in the Jenny Nicholson Star Wars hotel video where she talked about all of the advertisements saying you could smuggle luggage like 12 times. And it really just sounded like they didn't have enough workers and needed you to move luggage. So that about wraps us up here, I think. I think we did everything. This one was kind of cool because you actually got to explore the park.
Yeah, like I wouldn't call it a game, I guess, but as a fun little simulator of like, hey, look at Game Boy Advance graphics renderings of the places that are in this park. It was fun to look at.
So do you guys want to watch the Fantasy Springs rides that we didn't get to go on with this one has only the Peter Pan one has subtitles. You guys want to see them? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I would love to play the PS2 game. I just didn't set up in advance to like have the. Okay, so let's it's fine. I just gotta crop it. Window capture, existing window, boop, and then let me just. Okay, filters. Crop pad, whoop, okay, and let's just real quick, okay, hold on, good, top, that's too many, okay, good enough, or, yeah, cool. Do we want that title at the bottom there, or we get rid of that?
I'm neutral.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll get rid of it. Okay, it'll just take a second. So this is a ride we didn't get to go on because it's really hard to go to Fantasy Springs at all right now, unless you're staying at the Fantasy Springs Hotel, which we should do one day. It looked amazing.
It was very pretty.
All right.
You should become a billionaire and go with us, Castiglione. Don't tell Gannon.
Well, so far my schemes for making a lot of money have involved the same scheme over and over.
How's that been going for you? Good?
Well, it hasn't gotten worse.
That's good. I would love to hear it. I don't want to... I'm probably going to sleep after we watch these rides. It's 6:30 in the morning, but I'll listen to it after for sure.
Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure.
That's Sprite. Oh, whoops, sorry. I clicked something in it. There's another pirate ship you could explore there, the Jolly Roger. Hey, Tinkerbell! Huh? What about Captain Hook? John Darling got kidnapped. That's bad news. I'm auditioning to be the new Peter Pan. What do you think?
Yeah, great.
Oh, shoot.
That's no good.
Everybody wake up! Or cook-a-doodle-doo! Captain Hook kidnapped John Darling! Let's go save him! Various noises. Attention! First, we take the boats. Then we look for Wendy and Michael. And after that, we rescue John. Understood? You're coming with us too, right? We need help from any and all lost kids. Oh, okay. Good. So if your parents are with you...
So we are lost kids. Did the shadow linger a bit? Because that's a cute touch.
Mm-hmm. The Fantasy Springs theme, the bathrooms and water fountains were all themed in Disney Sea. Beware of Croc. And so I felt very fantasy in that pissing in that bathroom.
Sure. Put in the Fanta P and Fantasy.
Yeah, there's Ariel. They're still confusing the mermaids.
Yeah.
Fantasy
Oh, they're
Springs.
I guess they're overlapped. Now, we didn't get the part of a pre-show where they narratively justified the 3D glasses, which is always my favorite part of a pre-show.
I don't know what the justifications were, because I didn't speak that language.
It doesn't seem like there was one in this case. It seems like in this case it's just like, here, go on this adventure with Peter Pan. Also wear these 3D glasses.
Or Peter Pan will kill you. Oh, I want to go on this one day. Oh my God, you're on a little tiny pirate ship. The first ever ride to take you through the water on a little tiny pirate ship.
Everyone,
I don't know about 3D while on a moving vehicle, though. I don't know if I would have been able to do that.
Well, when you come to California, we can get you on the original Peter Pan ride, which is a suspended pirate ship that's flying and does not involve...
TikTok's so expressive. I cannot... This sound is weird.
Yeah, I feel like there should be, like, music or something. Oh, there's a little bit. Okay.
It keeps cutting
I
out.
wonder if the...
Well, looks like
Yeah, I
you
wonder if
all
they
made it. All right, we're gonna fly now.
Copyright reason.
Tinkerbell, Pixie Dust,
Gonna
if you
fly
please.
now.
Whoa, there's Twinkerbell.
There's two of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, our boat's gonna fly? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think they might be muting the music for copyright reasons on this YouTube post.
YouTube sucks.
Yeah. Kind of the worst.
Wow, it's like a whole mermaid lagoon, except not in this part of the park.
They cut out the part where the mermaids tried to kill her.
Yeah.
And where
That's my
Tinkerbell tried to
favorite
kill
part.
her.
That's my favorite part. 'cause I
Oh,
wanna
this
be killed
didn't
by
need to be
mermaids.
here.
Oh yeah, they could have skipped these characters. They easily
Yeah.
could have skipped these characters.
There was Tiger Lily dancing on the drum with, is that John?
That's Michael.
Michael, with Michael outside as well
Michael,
on like a...
it's your birthday today.
Think of Batman pooping snakes. Pirates, that's me. That was me in the I keep wanting to say new episode, but it's like, no, that was March. We gotta get working on... Well, we did work on the new one today.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you did work on the new one.
Oh, did we knock over that pirate?
I think
Yeah.
we did. That's
Cool.
how we help.
That's how we help.
This is my favorite little
There's
guy.
me.
I met him at Tokyo Disneyland.
We went inside that rock at Tokyo.
Yeah,
at
Skull
Fantasy
Rock.
Springs.
Skull Rock is there, and you can just step inside it.
That's fun.
We gotta place some bombs on top of it so that we can kill the moblins inside.
Yeah, well,
before
yeah,
they
we're
notice.
gonna kill the moblins inside. Sorry about that.
Eh, I'm used to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that you were a moblin for a minute.
You could say racist
You know,
stuff when there aren't moblins here.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate that you don't see species.
I can't tell any of these species apart.
Yeah, to you, all organic life forms are interchangeable.
Yeah.
This looks like it would be even more fun if we were on it
Yeah.
and could hear the music. He just changed what
Right,
time it is forever.
Yeah.
No, only on one side.
Oh.
No, he changed what time it is, and that's why Mary Poppins had to change the time in Mary Poppins Returns. A sequence we all remember from a movie
She had
we
to
all
fix
saw.
it back. Where's George Lucas making out with Carrie Fisher?
My favorite characters in any Peter Pan incarnation.
Wait, George Lucas was involved in the production of the Crystal Skull ride, and you're telling me that predates the movie. Did he get the idea to do the movie from the ride?
I have no idea. But the real question is, where's the Glenn Close pirate?
Yeah,
The
in the
real
boo
question
box.
is,
In the boo
where's
box. She's
the
still in the boo
ride?
box. You cut my boo box joke from Pedro the Pirate, from Peg Like Pedro.
I did. We couldn't fit it in. I liked
Oh,
it.
that you used the only take that was fast enough?
I think so. I don't remember. But most likely.
The real
because I
question
remember
is,
liking
where's
that
the
joke.
caveman?
Yeah.
You
I
liked
like
that
how
joke?
we dropped the kids off in London, but we go back to Neverland.
Oh yeah, he's kidnapping us. He did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's from Once Upon a Time.
He's the villain in season 3. He's Rumpelstiltskin's dad. Silence from Castiglione.
No, I mean I already knew that. It just doesn't make it easier to hear.
It doesn't mean anything to you. It's like I told you a password to a computer you'll never use. You're like, all right, cool.
It's like you told me the name of Elon Musk's kid. It's like those letters and numbers don't mean anything in that order.
One day I'll make you watch all of Once Upon a Time.
Once we get through
that-
all of it.
Is that a Patreon stretch goal?
You know what? Sure. Would that be Mystery Shack Look Back or Charlie Patreon?
That's off on a secret mission stretch goal.
Yeah. And then I guess I'd also have to make Ella watch all of Once Upon a Time.
And we have to finish all of Once Upon
We
a Time.
do. We should watch it next time you're off.
Yeah.
the unreliable news of WDW News Today.
As far as any of these people know, this is the first time you and I have watched Tangled together. I've watched Tangled twice, actually. Once with Mega Man and once with Castiglione. This is the perfect people to be experiencing this with.
Yeah, I vaguely remember Tangled.
I've watched it more recently for a podcast that'll come out when I'm 50.
Yeah.
The important question is Paul F. Tompkins in this ride?
I think he has to be in the Snuggly Duckling, right?
I'm guessing his character is there, but I'm guessing he didn't record anything for it.
No. How is his Japanese? He slips into a Japanese accent as Cake Boss sometimes. Accidentally.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he's going for.
Cake Boss!
The Cake Boss.
Michael Cera. I love when Michael Cera says, Michael Cera, and then he gestures to him like, yeah, see, you get it, which implies he was saying his name on purpose.
Yeah, like a Pokemon.
Cake Boss.
Boy, we are seeing every switchback in this queue, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta. This is part of the ride. When do we get to the ride?
This is the ride.
I want you to know, and you'll see it in the vlog, every time there was running water at Fantasy Springs, which is kind of the whole point of Fantasy Springs, it's called Fantasy Springs, Mega Man and I would point, it's in the vlog, but we would point to it like it was the first time we've made this joke and go, oh, you know what that is? That's the Fantasy Spring! And laugh like it was the first time we made that joke.
We were very tired.
By the way, it's not a
Years
joke
ago.
even. That is in fact the Fantasy Springs.
Probably about like a decade and a half ago, I was at some friend's house, and for whatever reason, the movie that was on was A Walk to Remember. And there was a bit where Mandy Moore and whatever the fucking guy's name who played Tom Sawyer in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Candy Core.
There was a bit where they're like out to dinner and then they start dancing or something and they walk over to the dance floor and one of the guys who was there that night was just like, guys, quick, pay attention, this is it, this is the walk to remember.
Perfect. I want also on the train station leaving Tokyo Disney Sea or Tokyo Disneyland, not even on the property, the nearest train station, when the trains arrive, the little jingle that plays is either Let It Go or At Last I See the Light. Which is the same like MIDI sound as the jingles at other train stations, but they're not Disney songs. Are we on the ride? Oh!
Yeah, we're on a boat.
Oh, we go on a boat, like in the movie when they do this scene that Mega Man remembers.
Yeah, I vaguely remember lanterns.
Yeah, there were a whole thing about the movie. There was lanterns.
Yeah.
There was the lantern. Do you know what Rapunzel means, the name Rapunzel? Cabbage.
No. Oh yeah, cabbage.
We're outdoors here.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, I know where that tower is.
It's just nighttime.
Does she do that?
Oh, hey,
if
she
we stayed
comes out
around,
of
she
the
would have
tower.
done that?
What a great animatronic that's very far away.
Is that Mandy Moore singing? Lettuce.
Sounds like Japanese.
Does Mandy
Yeah, it
Moore?
sounds like
how
Japanese.
much Japanese does Mandy Moore know? When you last talked to
Yeah,
Mandy Moore,
Last time I talked to Mandy Moore was when I yelled at the screen watching A Walk to Remember.
hey, is that me?
There's
No, sorry. Yeah, I know, Flynn Rider. Those animatronics are insane.
Horse.
What's his name again?
Horse cop, the cop who's a horse.
He's the horse cop. Was it Ella who said it's like if or was it you who said it's like if a cop car was a cop?
I don't remember. I remember that happening. I don't remember which it was. Probably Ella, because Ella's funny.
Yeah. How'd she get over here when she was in that tower before? I would need to watch a movie to explain this plot point I missed out on.
Yeah.
Now, also, I get why they wanted to turn this scene into animatronics, but also this is like a fast-moving part of a montage in the movie, and here we just slowly push in on it, and it doesn't have quite the same whimsical effect.
Wait, but the
it's
Snuggly
still
Duckling is
fast.
outside also.
Yes. Okay, so this portion is what we call a dark ride portion of this boat ride.
Because it's a ride and they're in the dark.
Yeah, because we're indoors, but they're making it look like outdoors using lighting effects.
Oh, she's healing him with her magic hair.
We are just skipping a lot of plot points.
No, you
Yeah,
gotta
this
go
is
to
for people that vaguely remember the movie, like me.
you gotta go to Mother Gothel's Lantern Festival for the rest of them. That looks really outside. I know this is inside, but I'm like, that's real good.
It would probably look more noticeably inside in person, and also if we were watching a video that was shot during daylight. But
And also if
yeah.
the video was full screen.
Oh, I could fix that a little. Sorry about that.
this is no, you
No, it's fine.
you're fine.
Okay.
This is very apparently Jacob thought I said horse cock.
Yes.
And trust me, you'll know when I say horse cock.
Oh, it's coming.
I do like how this is
There's the
basically
lanterns.
this is basically using Pirates of the Caribbean to tell the story of Tangled.
And the best animatronics anyone has ever seen.
Yes, better animatronics than Pirates.
Or anything else ever.
And also a little reminiscent of the Kiss the Girl scene in the Little Mermaid ride, except again with much better animatronics.
Am I gonna get this Twitch stream taken down for this song?
We're talking over it. Who knows?
Oh.
We'll find out.
It's a pretty little song.
Alright,
no.
let's get...
It's growing on me.
All at once, AB starts entitling. Oh wait, there's PFT.
There he is!
There's Cake Boss.
Cake Boss, there's
The Cake Boss.
Sir Lord Dame Andrew Lloyd Webber.
There's Big Chunky Bubbles.
Oh my god, it's Mr. Peanut Butter.
Frank Doyle himself.
It's that guy who tries to fuck Abed at the bar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In the
Would
episode
you
with
like
Tig.
to have gay sex with me? That's right. That's right. It all comes full circle to a person we mentioned briefly much earlier. Hey, Pascal.
Pascal's the terrible lizard. What did you?
I got
you called him like
Pascal.
disgusting little lizard or something.
I don't remember.
We probably have it
I
on
got
video.
some of a Fantasy Springs bath bomb, though.
We
Hey,
did get a Fantasy Springs bath bomb.
Is Gothel just not in the ride?
You have to go to Gothel's Lantern Festival for that.
Gotcha. So there's no Mother Gothel, which is a slap in the face of horny people everywhere.
Is she? Is she in Once Upon a Time? Because it feels like she's way too similar to Regina for that to be the case, but they also do keep introducing new Reginas.
I think
I
think she shows up in a. Yeah, I think they do have her. I don't know. Rapunzel was there, right?
Because I looked up when I did.
I think they mentioned her in the Madame Leota episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. When I watched the Madame Leota episode, one of the characters, I looked it up and it said it was Mother Gothel, and I'm like, sure. There was literally nothing like aside from the fact that she was some sort of a witch. I saw no Mother Gothel in her. She didn't have the same hair color or anything.
So speaking
she was
of
not
witches,
played by Cher.
they start doing a thing where there's like a season 3A, season A, season B, where there's like a completely different plot as of season 3. So the season 4A, the villain is the public domain Snow Queen, Elsa's aunt. But in 4B, it's a trio of witches. Do you want to guess them? They're all from different properties, so let's see how many you can get.
I was gonna guess the 3 witches from Macbeth, but since you said they're all from different properties,
Or I guess in that case it would be Hercules, but yeah, no.
I'm gonna say, let's see. I know Maleficent was in season 1.
Okay.
So probably not her.
No, it was her. You got it.
Okay, it was Maleficent. Okay.
They bring her back to life.
So,
Yeah, she came back, but the other 2 are new.
okay, Maleficent. You didn't know that Mother Gothel shows up, so probably not her. I'm gonna say the Wicked Witch of the West because I know that she shows up.
No, she's the villain in season 3B. She's
I gotcha. And then in that case, I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna give the rest of the 2 away because the punchline is that I tell you the third. The second is Ursula, the Sea Witch,
Oh, sure. Okay.
and the third, obviously, I can't believe you didn't guess this, is Cruella de Vil.
Ah, famous witch Cruella de Vil.
Well, see, now she has
She has-
stink breath that controls animals.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't sound less weird than some of the things that I've heard are in the actual sequel book to 101 Dalmatians.
So yeah, she breathes green, which always implies stinky, although they never say it stinks, and then like animals do her bidding. But that's one of her 2 powers. Do you know what the other power she has is? She owns a gun.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it keeps coming up like it's her icon, like it's King Arthur's sword. It's like Cruella de Vil's gun, and it's like it really feels like it's supposed to be like, oh, get it, because she's from the 1920s dimension, so she can have guns. She should have had a Tommy gun. Fuck. It's just like a boring revolver.
It is
The
like a
Cruella
little
who is
tiny
allowed
one,
to own a
though.
gun.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, she's also like not Cruella de Vil.
Obviously, Cruella's enemy is the dog who is allowed to own a gun from that one clip.
So her enemy is her toxic mother who keeps her locked in the house. Which is Mother Gothel's thing. But
Yeah.
But the twist.
is that she's actually the bad seed. Her mom locked her in because she murdered all of her mother's husbands. And
Are we gonna watch the fucking Frozen ride or what?
you're like, I don't want to hear about this. Why are you telling me about this?
I mean,
Hey, we
could
were
just
there.
show you season 4 of Once Upon a Time.
We need to show you
That's like
all
the
of season
Frozen
4
ride.
Once Upon a Time.
I guess the reason the Rapunzel ride, the Tangled ride, didn't need English subtitles is because it was just song lyrics.
Yeah. What's the funniest part about season 4, which has all of the Frozen characters? I'm talking Grandpappy Troll. I'm talking Wandering Oaken. Except Olaf. Yeah.
Yeah, except Olaf, he's dead.
He died. But the most pathetic part is they came out 10 months after Frozen.
I love that.
The projector was
see,
still warm.
Did you ever see the season 3, the Tony's season 3 blooper reel?
No.
There's a bit, so when Doggins' brother plays the studio executive in the Harry Potter sketch, there was a bit where he was improvising. The line in the script that's in the actual video was talking about he's pitching Percy Jackson's Rock and Funk Review. We'll get Gandalf and Gurgi and the Boxcar Children. So one of the ad libs he does is when he's just like listing all the characters they'll throw in. He says, "I'm talking the Muppets. I'm talking the Cruppets." And it's one of those things that's like on paper isn't that funny, and yet it's the funniest thing I have ever heard. Dog.
And we laughed out loud when you just quoted it.
Yeah.
Was it Fruppets?
We also, I mean, like, we also laughed at ourselves pointing at pools of water and saying,
running water and saying, it's the fantasy spring.
It's also, Nick told me how, like, in addition to improvising stuff, he also wrote some alts in advance. And there was one he wrote down but forgot to actually say on camera. Because there's the bit at the beginning of the sketch where she's like, "I'm J.K. Rowling," and Nick goes, "Oh yeah, I love those Narnia books you wrote, especially the Old Testament." And he wrote a bunch of alts for that. And one of the alts he wrote was that he forgot to actually say on camera, which sucks because it's a perfect joke that has almost no other context that will work for it. Is she's like, "I'm J.K. Rowling," and he's like, "Oh yeah, you took over the Tonight Show after Jared Leto shot himself."
There's a couple things wrong there.
Exactly, but it's just so perfectly, like, it's all individually one step removed from reality, but then piles onto each other in a
Jared Leto is Jay Leto.
Leto as Leto, shot himself as retired, and J.K. Rowling as Jimmy Fallon. I'm digging this little, like, Geppetto clock here of,
Yeah.
in the cube.
There were just realistic dolls of baby Anna and Elsa sitting on the wall, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed that and felt it best to pretend I didn't.
One thing I noticed in Fantasy Springs that I never really thought about watching the movies is Tangled has a way more like unique design philosophy than Frozen, because when I would see a Tangled building, I could spot it from like across the road. I'd be like, "There's a Tangled building over there," and then I'd step up to like a vaguely medieval building and I'd see something Frozen related written on it and be like, "Yeah, okay, I guess so." Yeah, they looked like that.
It doesn't look not Frozen.
I like that we get to wait in line in these videos. I think is the best part.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a part of the experience that
This
I
is
want
the
to
ride.
be prepared for. It's, so, also in the series that's taking 9 years to finish, I riff on the queue for the Transformers ride at Universal Studios. And, because there's like 30 minutes of video spread throughout the queue, and I found nobody else online who had filmed it all, so I had to go through the building and film every video screen and just let people go in front of
all
me
that
in
work
line.
was worth it for that video you really... Oh, wait.
For that video. Now, here's the thing. It has been released, that part has been released on Patreon a few years ago, and people on Patreon say it's one of the funniest parts, so...
Cool.
As long as the people who give me money like
That's
it,
the moon
that's real.
from Frozen.
Yeah, remember when Elsa turned into a werewolf?
Remember when Anna turned into the moon?
No.
Oh, I'd like to visit the moon, but I don't think I want to live there. That's true, Jacob, you are, and thank you for that.
Hell yeah, the best characters. They should be in Once Upon
They're
a
gonna make you sit
Time.
through the song again.
Voiced by John Rhys Davies. John Rhys Davies voices Grandpappy Troll in Once Upon a Time, but only in Once Upon a Time.
That's kind of hilarious.
And then his Indiana Jones castmate was in Frozen 2. It's Indiana Jones brown-faced castmate.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's only because he's married to the writer.
Was he? Is he?
I believe Alfred Molina's married to Jennifer Lee.
Hey, do you want to build a snowman?
Go away, Anna.
I like how the wall rotates.
I kind of forgot that I was looking at animatronics.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do. This is also Pirates of the Caribbean, but with the story of a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's how you would do it.
Yeah,
Hey,
that river that famous river that went through the castle in Arendelle.
Right through the castle.
It's Ice Link.
And the
It's
Peter
ice.
Pan one. The Peter Pan one was
The
on a
Peter
fake
Pan
boat.
one, you're flying.
The gate. I kept joking. Tell the guard to open up the gate. The gate to Fantasy Springs.
Hey, there's what's his name from Crazy
They finish each other's sandwiches.
Greg from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Greg
Yeah.
won. Greg won.
OG Greg.
OG stands for Original Greg. Damn, there's not as many viewers at this part of the stream, and we're dropping bangers like OG stands for Original Greg.
They should have they should have had a new Greg every season so that there could have been 4 Gregs.
But yes, but don't you want to see what Duke of Weselton looked like when he was younger? Don't you want to see a human actor do that dance? That peacock dance?
I mean, kinda.
This is something I shouldn't tell to anyone in the chat because they're never going to be able to unhear, but oh well. My voice was a little higher in 2013 when I was 20 years old and Frozen came out. And I got messages all the time saying that Snowman sounds like you, like from as soon as we first heard Olaf's voice in something before the movie came out. And I didn't know what anyone was talking about. But yeah, so
She's singing the song.
if I have to talk over it or we're gonna get the stream taken down. Yeah, if my voice was just a little bit higher pitched and kind of a little like I had a cold, this is what I'd sound like.
Yeah.
So that means you too could star in Spaceballs 2.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh God, who is he gonna? Is he gonna be a new character? I hope he's not Barf.
I'm guessing that he's gonna be like I'm guessing that here's the thing. There was this ended up getting canceled, like getting scrapped in development. But remember how one of the announced Disney Plus shows was Josh Gad playing a grown-up Nick in a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids TV series?
Mm-hmm.
And he actually got Moranis to commit to coming out of retirement to show up on the show.
Crazy.
So, is this just Josh Gad's next pitch to get Rick Moranis to come out?
I mean,
of
like,
retirement?
listen, if there's no Rick Moranis, I don't think it's really like worth all of the time and effort. Also, you're gonna have a real sad day on set with a 98-year-old actor.
I fully expect, this is just my guess, but my theory is that Josh Gad is casting himself as the Kylo Ren to Dark Helmet's Darth Vader.
Okay. I thought he was
That's
gonna be
my-
playing Barf.
I feel like he's smarter than that.
Yeah. He did do a wonderful Andre the Giant in the charity reading of Princess Bride.
That is a very
Okay, this
cool
is the
effect when you
amazing
pay for
part.
reasons.
That was the
Yeah,
them unfreezing, was it?
Yeah.
We just saw it, yeah. Let's just go back then.
It does look a lot better than Florida's Frozen boat ride that tells the story of the movie because it's not like forced into the bones of Maelstrom.
Yeah, okay, I've just kind of been zoning out and assuming I've been looking at footage of the movie. I keep forgetting that these are animatronics.
Yeah.
There was someone on Threads posted the clips being like, I still can't tell how this was done, and everyone was like, it's animation, and they're like, no, it's fucking not.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I guess the Florida ride doesn't really tell the story of the movie. It just does the scenes from the movie in a kind of sequel story. But
Don't worry, Sven is in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, just not Olaf.
And the Duke of Wesselton and Grandpappy Troll. And Grandpappy Troll is the exact same 3D model. Just with...
oh, I bet that doesn't look out of place at all.
Well, they put photorealistic texture pack on it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it looks great. But they couldn't put realistic snow textures on Olaf for some reason.
You can't get those anywhere.
Maybe they tried and it just looked really
You can't
bad.
put snow in a scanner, Mega Man.
Oh. Yeah, maybe they tried to put, like, realistic effects on Olaf and it didn't
Maybe they
look
tried
good.
to cast Olaf and they just didn't know I existed.
Yeah.
I did voice Olaf not for Disney India, but for something that was done with cooperation and approval from Disney India.
Nice.
For $30.
I wrote about Princess Knight for $15.
Wow. If you wrote about Princess Knight twice, you could have made as much as voicing Olaf.
Yeah.
Hey, why does WDWNT's NCOD use the old Patreon logo, which you're not supposed to use anymore?
Who cares?
Who cares?
I
It's
mean,
a great question,
look,
Mega Man.
there are plenty of other reasons to. There are more legitimate reasons to be bad at WDWNT. So
I am sending y'all over to my friend.
Fantasy Spring.
I'm sending you to raid Fantasy. I wish I could send them all over to Fantasy Springs. Check under your seat. There's a plane ticket to Tokyo, and
I mean, it's open right now. It's like, probably like noon over there.
yeah, probably. Yeah, like 10. No, yeah, like
10 or 11.
no, noon.
It's
You got
11.
it. You got it.
It's 11 here.
Yeah, no. I'm at a 5-hour difference, which I found out is the worst for jet lag, because that means when I got back, it was like 7 p.m. and I'm sleepy, and instead of like, I have to stay up, it's not nighttime yet, I would go, well, 7, you can lay down at bed at 7. Yeah, that's nighttime. And it's just been harder to get over jet lag, but I'm finally over it now, and I'm back to streaming, and I had a lovely time. I don't know if I told you all about my vacation as I promised, but...
Yeah, we left out the
It
whole
came
part
up.
where we went to the Tezuka Museum, which is what they were really here to hear about.
That's so true. But for now, we're sending you over to our friend Pandorkful, who made our lovely emotes and our follow animation. You should all give them a well excuse me from us to them. Me? Why me? Why, this sleepy little hero's gonna go to bed. So until next time, do the link. Yeah!
I'm gonna feed my cat.
Tango.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was a lot of fun.
that was indeed.
What do you? I love
Yeah.
I love your new almost VTuber, Dave. Sometimes I get kind of mesmerized just watching the mouths kind of move. Why do I put so much effort into lip flaps when this looks so good? Why don't I just have a GIF?
I'll be a VTuber for real one day. Maybe. Probably not.
I'm
Alright.
still streaming. I'm stopped streaming. Was